Monday Night Football, baby. We're here.
Touchdown in 46 seconds. Punches back. Touchdown.
We're back for more fantasy football action over on DraftKings, specifically best ball, and their $3 million top prize, $25 to enter their big flagship contest over on DraftKings. Just a massive contest with 3 people walking away with $1 million or more, which is awesome here. And shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring this show here. Before me and Neil get into a few drafts here, just going to run a quick little promo here. Thanks to our partners at DraftKings for sponsoring this show, and then we will get into the drafting. What's going on, everyone? Football season is right around the corner, and DraftKings is bringing you their biggest best ball contest ever. We're talking a massive $20 million in total prizes, making this the largest best ball tournament in DraftKings history. And this year, not just one, but 3 players will walk away as millionaires. And right now, our partners at DraftKings are giving all customers a can't-miss offer. Draft one, get one. Enter a lineup in the 20 million best ball contest for just $25, and you'll receive a bonus best ball ticket to play again free for a share of 20 million, giving you a second shot to be crowned a millionaire. It's simple. Just draft your dream team once. No weekly management required, and let your top scorers automatically start each week, all season long. Every breakout star, every clutch play, every touchdown counts towards your shot at a share of $20 million. Download the DraftKings daily fantasy app and enter a lineup into the 20 million best ball contest for just $25 to get a bonus ticket to play free, another shot to win big. That's 2 shots without ever setting your lineup again in DraftKings. Biggest best ball contest ever. Draft one, get one. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 8878-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-77 or visit ccpg.org. 18 plus in most states. Restrictions apply. 1 per customer. Enter the best ball 20 million headliner contest to get 1 bonus entry. $25 entry fee required. Reward expires at contest lock on 9/9/26. See terms at DraftKings.com/promotions. Sponsored by DraftKings. And bang, we're back here. Hope you enjoyed that little read. And I bring my friend Neil Orfield from the Flannelverse here. Hold on, Neil. I got to get my nifty hat. All right, we're ready to rock and roll here. Got the Flannelverse hat rocking. Neil, what's going on, man? You ready to draft some best ball?
I'm so ready. I tweeted out, a little while ago that I was itching to do some drafts, and I did not enter one because I didn't have time to get one completed before the show. You gave me permission, I know, to multitask to do my draft while you're drafting this one, but I've waited. But I'm super ready to jump into a draft.
Yeah, so we're going to do that right now. So if anyone wants to enter, I'm going to enter into the $25 flagship contest over on DraftKings, the one that's $3 million to first, the $20 million prize pool. So if anyone wants to jump in, I'm clicking in here now. So if you want to hop in with me, try and take me down, kneel down. We're getting in right now.
John, I need to hear your Sunday. Did you get into any of those crazy drafts with Ashton Genty falling and Mike Washington going super early? I didn't have time to get into any fast drafts, and I have major regrets about it. Were you able to get any in?
So I unfortunately did not draft on Sunday night. I was taking care of the son, doing a little family time with the wife and the son, and then put him down, which, sometimes is easy, Neil, and sometimes takes a little more work. And by the time I was done, it took a little more work, and I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to draft right now. I'm just going to let it be. And maybe that was a mistake. I will say, though, the next day I did draft. I was pretty happy to. I got a Gibbs Bowers Genty team at least, which was fun because
Wow.
I did not get in on the action of like I know some people were like, yeah, I got Genty in like, the end of the third or the fourth round type stuff. I didn't get that action, but I did get a first pick Gibbs Bowers Genty start, which is pretty fun. And then I paired Luther Burden and JMO. So I got a nice Bears Lions, and I got Goff and Mendoza with the Raiders and stuff. So I did a nice little team right there. So I was pretty happy about that, considering now with all the news. And by the way, our draft did fill, so we are picking out of the 6th spot here. But news, the Neil, the news is like, oh, Ashton Genty. Well, it still might be bad. That was yesterday. It's like, Adam Schefter's like, well, it still might be something, whatever that means. And then today, was it today when we were like, oh, it might just be like a low ankle sprain, and he might be back way quicker than we thought. Which, I mean, it's encouraging that it's not a high ankle sprain, which I think is interesting. But no, I didn't get in like crazy drafts, but I did get him at the 2-3 turn, which I was pretty pumped about here. Shout out to the people in chat, by the way. GM, Viva Puerto Rico. You see, the Flannelverse, whoever that guy is.
Never heard of him.
Best ball week. No, it is not technically best ball week on DraftKings, but you will probably have some promos. They're going to be more targeted to you specifically. They won't be the offers that everyone gets all at once, but you should be checking your promos page on DraftKings. I don't know when they'll come, but I would assume throughout the week you might get one or two. We're up here, Neil. Christian McCaffrey, Amon-Ra St. Brown, JT.
Take your
Where
pick.
would you go?
Yeah, I have Amon-Ra ahead of McCaffrey. Psychic says McCaffrey. Up to you.
Say the word, and we click Amon-Ra.
Love it.
Just say it.
Yeah, and we both have him ranked ahead, so why not?
I mean, I get why the kick kind of pushing up McCaffrey. There's first of all, I never worried about him when he was missing the time anyways. Like, if you were worried about that, like, at the end of the day, everyone should be worried a little bit about Christian McCaffrey, right, Neil? Like, he's Christian McCaffrey. He's handled a massive workload, multiple years. At some point the wheels will fall off, but if he plays, you're going to get production.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I was a little bit worried about it just because I remember, a couple of years ago when he missed the entire season, and I think twice, in the past 4 years, something like that, he's missed at least most of the entire season. So I was worried enough to move him behind JT temporarily, but then as soon as he was back at practice, moved him back just behind Amon-Ra St. Brown. Those two to me, it's like kind of interchangeable. Like, I think that they're both like, McCaffrey is has the higher upside to just be like the best player in fantasy, but Amon-Ra is just really good every year, like higher floor for Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's like a really elite floor. So, or I shouldn't even say higher floor, but like higher likelihood of staying healthy. So it feels like a higher floor, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good way. I think that's a really good way to put it. GM, Dr. One, the professor in the house, my guy, Butthole Jenkins. What's going on, brother? Good to see you in chat. Spunky's in here talking about Mike Washington went 65 in a slow. I took Bucky at 66. Neil, I'll say this. Whatever happens with the Genty stuff, I think that's going to teach us one valuable lesson about this game here, where it's don't overreact either way. I think there's massive overreaction whenever we get any type of news like this, and it's like, you could have taken the Mike Washington Genty thing both ways. Like, I didn't draft, but if I was drafting and I saw Genty fall into the 3rd round or 4th round and I got like a weird combo with Ashton Genty, I probably would have just taken the risk in a tournament like this. In a 5-5-5 tournament, though, Neil, would I have done the same thing? I don't know.
Right.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I would have, but maybe not. but in
which
the
is why
25, I would have.
oh wait, we should make our pick.
Yeah. So AJ Brown's here at the top of the kick. Omari and Hampton, Ashton Genty. Where do you want to go here, Neil? I mean, I think it's AJ Brown. If we want a running back, we could go Hampton, but
it'd be AJ Brown or Genty for me. So probably AJ Brown.
okay, let's do AJ. The kick says AJ Brown too. Let's do AJ Brown. But yeah, no, I think it's one of those things though where everyone was just like Mike Washington, Mike Washington, Mike Washington, and then there was a very few amount of people that were like, no, I'll take the risk on Ashton Genty depending on the price. Like if Genty went late second, I don't know if I would have clicked them, but like if Genty went in the third, if Genty went in the fourth, that would have definitely made me okay. Am I really going to pass up on potential Ashton Genty with a crazy combo? Yeah. So that's where I think it went. It's got to go both ways in these things, and I think most people were just like, "No, Genty's dead," but we had no real reporting.
I mean, all they told us was that the team like had a moment of silence for him. That they took a moment to recognize the injury, which to everybody, myself included, sounded like okay, his leg is probably broken or something. Like this is clearly going to be a really serious injury. It never even crossed my mind that it might just be a sprained ankle. So like I regret, I've talked about like I kind of regret not being able to draft during that period to take advantage of it. But I also don't think I would have taken Ashton Genty until at least like the fourth round. Like I had him ranked. I think I slotted him in ahead of Travion Henderson in like around pick like 55 or 55 to 60 range. So like I only would have gotten him if there was a crazy fall anyway. So like I probably did not hurt me too much. I do agree with you. Like it was sharp. If you got him at like the especially if you got him at the 4-5 turn. So like you get Genty with Gibbs, which is just a super rare thing. Like that was really sharp to do.
Yeah, we're back up here on the clock. Our kick has died. So I'm going to try and fix that in a sec. But we have AJ Brown and Amon-Ra St. Brown at the top by ADP. Josh Allen, Javonte Flowers, Lad McConkey. Who do you like?
It'd be Flowers or McConkey for me.
Let's go, Lad. I think that's I think that honestly is one of the toughest spots when Devontae Smith goes and you're like, I'm reading all these names and it's like, honestly, like I could see Jalen Waddle outscore everybody I just named. You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, and I like T. Higgins. I like Lad. I've been actually taking a little more Josh Allen just because I feel like he sometimes will fall, Neil. So like if I get him in the late third or the fourth round, I've been clicking him a little more as opposed to like never clicking him, which is what I was doing most of best ball season. So that's one thing I've changed a little, but still Josh Allen at 30, and we don't really have any pairing partners. We don't have an Achane. We don't have a James Cook. So it's just a tough range overall, for sure. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you in here. Red CYC's in the house. Sheffield's loving the midday streams here. He says, JSU, nice. I'm doing best ball slow drafts, about 50% done. We are in round 11 through 15. Who do you like late? Lane, Boston, Harris, Flournoy? Well, Sheffield, let's go to the ranks here real quick since we have a second, and let's look at who we got. Neil, why don't you answer that question while I scroll my ranks?
Yeah, it's a really, really tough question for me. I believe I have Denzel Boston ranked the highest. I'm pretty sure I have Denzel Boston ranked the highest of this group. Too. Lane is going so high now. Like Lane is the one that probably the field. Like I bet he ends up the highest of this group by ADP by the end of drafting season. So if you want to go that direction, I think that's fine. But yeah, it's Boston that I have ranked the highest.
Yeah, so I have it. I have Boston ranked the highest, but also I think that's because like the ADP was just buzzing and people were just starting to click him all the time. Honestly, I think Lane has the most upside. He's in one of the best offenses of this group, and he's potentially wide receiver 2, Neil. Potentially, right? Denzel Boston potentially could be 1, 2. I mean, he's got to deal with Harold Fannin, but Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders are his quarterback.
Yeah.
Whereas these other guys, Trey Harris has Herbert, Dak with Flournoy. That's the one problem with Boston. So I think I'm going to say Lane for this answer.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all because I think that's the direction the field is moving anyway. All right, we should make our pick.
So
Is
my
Brees Hall still here?
boy, yes,
Yeah, let's
Brees
just do
Hall is
that.
still
I think.
here. We have Colson Loveland still here, but I'm with you. I have Brees Hall ranked the highest, so and we don't have a running back. If we had a running back, I'd be more okay with getting one of my Bears, but let's do Brees. I think
Yeah,
Brees is just an absolute steal in the 4th round.
especially with that start. Yeah.
Okay, so this might be my boy, JL003. He's in the 7 hole right now. I think that's my guy, Jesse. Super sharp player. He's been playing for a long time. People might not know him very well, but he's very, very good. And he gets Jeremiah Love here. Look at that fall, Neil, on Love.
That's fun. Love at
That's
42.
fun.
I mean, this is as somebody who was not drafting him at the 2-3 turn, you got to feel pretty good to be able to get him in the 40s now.
I was going to say he took Garrett in the 3rd, and I'm surprised he didn't go Brees until I saw that he took Love. So that's why he probably didn't go Brees. But that's a nice little turn here. I see Spunky in our draft. We got the lowdown in here. If you guys are in this draft and I did not say your name, let me know. Let me know if you're in chat and let us know what spot you're picking from here. Neil, anything odd in this draft that you see so far, Neil?
Not immediately.
Yeah, I don't see much. Well, actually, I mean, Jeremiah Love falling to the mid 4th, I think is kind of odd.
Yeah,
But
that is the oddest thing so far. Oh, Jadarian Price just went at 50. That's earlier than usual.
that's new. I would say that's kind of new. A Robinson 11. It's go and get your guy season though, Neil.
It is, yeah. Nothing wrong with it. A lot of hype on Jadarian Price today. So,
Oh, come on.
who would do that? Who would snipe you on Burden?
Unbelievable. Only jerks snipe
Only jerks.
friends on Burden right here. Okay, Neil, I'm gonna say this in this range here. There's one guy that I've totally capitulated to, as Davis would say. I am now a Bucky slap.
Okay, let's do Bucky because we're getting the news that Sean Tucker might be cut.
Yeah, no, it was more the fact that there was nothing about Sean Tucker, like pretty much the whole camp, and then when I saw him score that touchdown in like the 4th quarter or the end of the 3rd, whenever it was, I was like, Sean Tucker's dead. I was like, Sean, it's over for Sean Tucker. He's playing in the third quarter or end of the 3rd, early 4th quarter, whatever it was, and I was like, oh man, I might be wrong. So, hey, listen, I always admit when I'm wrong. Sack, if you're listening out there, you got me on Bucky Irving. You can take your victory of Bucky being a great pick in this range, and I will take my L. I still think Kenny Gainwell is a good pick because I think Sean Tucker being out of the conversation actually helps both Bucky Irving and
for
Kenny
sure.
Gainwell. And honestly, if Sean Tucker gets cut, somebody should pick him up. Sean Tucker's like a decent running back. Like Sean Tucker in like there's some teams that could use a Sean Tucker.
He's really good. Yeah, he's like a really good running back.
Why aren't the Lions? Dude, the Lions should pounce on that.
Yeah, I mean,
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, what are we doing with Kareem Hunt? Come on. Yeah, Sean Tucker that'd be awesome. Sean Tucker on the Lions. There was a period of this drafting season. It's really funny to look back on where I was like, yeah, I think Sean Tucker is a really great late round click because like he was the only late round running back that we knew would have a role. And like, he's going to have his spike weeks. And now that's looking completely dead. Like it was like a sure thing that like, oh, of course he's going to at least have his touchdown. So I'll have the goal line role. And now it's like, no, he might just be cut. You know, so little in like the spring when you're drafting.
Yeah, I know the spring I was clicking him a little bit too, like in the pre-draft stuff, but I didn't really click him in this stuff. It was more just like, I thought he was going to be an annoyance to where I didn't want him, but I also might not want Bucky, and that just looks so wrong. I was clicking some Kenny Gainwell just because on DraftKings PPR, but we are up right now. NFT Eddie says, I'm in the 9 hole. All right, good to have you in here. Tyler Warren goes. We've got, Marvin Harrison by ADP, Drake May, Ramondre Stevenson. I think it's between Drake May and Ramondre. So
yeah, it'd be probably Drake May for me since we have AJ Brown.
cool with me. I like Drake May.
Best ball millionaire Mac Nova says Sean Tucker getting cut might not be a bad thing. That is true. Like he could go somewhere else and be better. Similar to Trey Benson. Like to me, it's a good thing that Trey Benson was cut for his potential value. He might still be dead just because he has a knee injury that might actually be serious. So I have not been like trying to get a ton of Trey Benson, but I do think like it's at least a positive thing for him that he's no longer in that Arizona backfield.
Yeah, I would definitely prefer. I agree with McNova. It's a good point. It's probably not a bad thing because it seems like the Bucks are kind of out on him. So it's like maybe a new situation. So you're right. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe 20th round Sean or 19th, whatever he's going, like somewhere in the 18th to 20th round isn't a terrible click here if you think he can get on I mean, shit, Najee Harris got on a team. If Najee Harris can get on a team, then Sean Tucker can go be an RB2 or 3 on a different team here. Why not? So
yeah. I see Jeremiah Bannock in the chat. Have not seen him recently. Met him at the PGA Live Final a couple years back. Was here in Minnesota.
What's up, fellas? Good
Big
time.
time DFS
NFL
player.
is upon us. See, Neil, this is what happens, though, and I love it, too. He says, looking forward to a great season. Love the collab. Appreciate you, my friend. This is what happens, though, Neil. We're everyone's itching now. Everyone's like, football.
We're ready.
Football.
We're ready.
We're all itching here for some more football. All right. We are back up. Michael Wilson's here. Dak Prescott, Quentin Johnston, DK Metcalf, RJ Harvey, Josh Downs. Where are we going here, Neil?
We could go. I mean, we could just go Justin Herbert or Michael. I'd be fine. Michael Wilson or probably Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson.
Yeah.
I clicked Justin Herbert.
All right, I don't mind that.
We have Ladd, so I was like, screw it. I don't want to get sniped on my quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't trust this room.
It's funny with Justin Herbert because I've been playing on some sites where Justin Herbert is going like you can just get him whenever you want him, which like blows my mind. Like I can just you get Justin Herbert at 85, 86 regularly. So just like, okay, I guess I'll just take the QJ Justin Herbert double tap, or if I have Ladd McConkey, let's throw on Justin Herbert, which I feel like is like just a luxury to be able to take him wherever you want. But here, yeah, I think he's still fair at 78.
It's definitely a luxury. I've seen him fall into like, I think yesterday actually in one of my drafts, I got him at 90, 99, and I didn't even have a Charger at that point, but I'm like, I'm not letting him fall past 99. Like, I'm sorry, but like at that point, I'll backstack it. I got my boy Kolar. I got Trey Harris. I got Brennan Thompson. I said, screw it. I'll backstack this thing because Justin Herbert at 99 is just, it's just a steal. So it's kind of weird. He is falling some, and I don't get it, but I have him ranked way higher than where he is right now.
At some point, you just take the value, which is different than the way we played a few years ago, where it's like, I don't have a stack, so I'm not going to do it. Didn't want to risk it. Now it's like, in part because of the sidekick, we've learned like, no, you just got to take those values.
Yes, we are almost up here. Pick 91. Rico Dowdle goes here. What are you thinking, Neil? Stephon Diggs, Sam Laporta, Dejon Stribling. We do have Amon-Ra if you want to go Laporta.
It'd probably be Diggs for me.
Diggs?
I think so, yeah. A little bit concerned about Laporta, like not super concerned, but a little bit concerned about the Laporta injury. And Diggs, I just think he was already really good last year, and now he's in a better offense. And full PPR especially, I think that he could just have a ton of receptions.
Yeah, that's fair. I could see. I mean, I like Diggs. You know what I mean? I hate that I have to draft him where we draft him now. It just drives me nuts.
After we could get him at 120 to 130 anytime we wanted him.
It goes back to your point. You know what I mean? It's just like, we can still find other guys and make different teams with these guys going up the board. So I'm not as worried about it, but it does kind of suck when you have to watch yourself click them in the 90s here. Let's see, Sweetleaf. What do we got here? I haven't got any promos, but it seems that some did. Fill rate was 100 a day, and all of a sudden doubled on Monday. Yeah, Sweetleaf. People definitely got promos. I did not get any promos yesterday, and me and Neil were talking about this. He didn't either. So, it's like I said, it's a targeted that you will get promos most likely, but it's targeted to you, and it's not gonna be like everyone gets the same promo. Everyone's gonna get probably different promos. So yeah, it sucks, and we don't know when it's coming. So that's why I'm saying like just make sure you keep checking the promos page on the app for sure. Brian, I'll get to your question here in a sec. He wants to know why you're not drafting Watson. Why I'm not drafting Watson? Christian Watson?
Is it Christian or Deshaun who you had the big? I saw you were beefing yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh God, man. I'll tell you right now. You know what? Okay, Neil, we got to pick, and then I'm gonna go into a tangent here, but probably don't need a quarterback. Are you into Wandell, Harold Fannin, J.K. Dobbins?
Is Chuba here?
I mean, probably.
I'd be fine with Dobbins, Chuba.
Which one?
I'd probably go Chuba.
All right, we take Chuba. Okay, so this is what I said on Twitter, and I did not know that there was going to be a hive of what. By hive, I just mean one crazy guy who comes at me because I said the fans are pretty much just going to keep booing Deshaun Watson because he's horrible, right? And eventually the franchise is just going to be like, enough is enough. We can't deal with this guy. I didn't actually mean that the fans were going to make the decision for them. I just meant they're just going to keep listening to Deshaun Watson get booed until they decide Shador or Talon Green or Gabriel, whoever they have, Neil. I don't. A young guy comes in and plays. And this dude, I mean, I got called a whore. I got called an idiot in different tweets, may I add, because I said I didn't like Deshaun Watson. I did not know Deshaun Watson was a guy that we were really pushing for. Like he's a great human being, Deshaun Watson. He's just got to cheer for the man. Guy. Yeah, I'm like, it's fine. You got 20%, 30% Deshaun Watson bags. That's fine, dude. He's a 20th round pick. I don't care. But no, I'm not clicking a guy that's probably going to play 6 games and then be out. And he's not going to play for me in week 14 or 15 or 16 or 17. I'm not picking those guys. Give me the guys that are going to play the back half of the year. Now, if your sell to me is, hey, Deshaun Watson, he's a 20th round pick, and I think he has the potential to play to week 14, like through week 14. Then I'm like, okay, Neil, you know what? I don't agree with you. I don't think he plays that much, but you're at least telling me, hey, it's a shot. Screw it. No, this guy's just like, you're an idiot. Whatever. He's at and Run Pure Sports. Like, that's going to do anything. Like, bro, who cares? Like, you like Deshaun Watson. That's fine. I don't. And we can disagree and still be civil, but no, people can't disagree. We're up. Patrick Mahomes is still here. I don't know if you want to just take a fall or if you want to go somewhere else.
Can you show me the tight ends? Is Dalton Kincaid gone?
Likely.
Kincaid's gone. Okay. Wide receivers? No, let's do Mahomes.
All right, screw it. Sorry to the Mahomes people, but now we have 3 really good quarterbacks, Neil. No more quarterbacks, Neil.
Yeah, we're done at quarterback. I saw it the last second. We could have considered Alec Pierce there. What do you think of taking Alec Pierce now that it sounds more likely he's practicing this week?
I think Alec Pierce is probably a good pick. Yeah, especially where he's going right here.
Yeah.
And I know I had 2 quarterbacks, but honestly, that was a horrible range. I could have taken Alec Pierce. But my problem is the running backs in this range are just putrid.
Apologies to David, who says, thanks for sniping my backup quarterback.
Sorry, David.
I mean, he's just a great value at 115. As we talked about earlier, at some point.
Listen, the streets are brutal here in best ball, and you can't let your backup quarterback fall that far.
That's right.
All right? Or you're asking to get sniped. I don't want to snipe you, David. But you're asking to get sniped. I'm just telling you right now.
We just got Patrick Mahomes 6 picks before Tyler Shuck. I mean, come on. That's a value.
Yeah. And I like 3 quarterbacks anyways. Oh,
Yeah.
we're not losing at quarterback, Neil. I'll tell you that.
No, we're doing pretty well at quarterback here.
We're doing really well. Receiver and quarterback, we're doing well. The other positions, we might need to do a little work here. We might need to make up some ground.
Yeah, we definitely have a little bit of work to do.
Okay, so we could go Kelsey, which pairs with Mahomes, or we could go my boy Keaton.
Keaton's hurt right now. He might fall, so I might
All
be
right.
more inclined to go Kelsey.
All right, Neil. Fine.
Yeah.
I will allow you to sway me there.
I'm with you on Missile. You among other people fully convinced me that I should be in on Missile. It's just like right now he's fallen. I'm like a little bit worried about the injury, and I'm already like I've got bags of Mitchell. So
Neil, did you know you can only start one quarterback?
interesting.
I thought it was a super flex league.
Yeah, since
Come
when?
on, Brian. We know that. Jeez.
You can only start one quarterback per week, but we get 17 weeks for each of these quarterbacks to matter.
Exactly. I'm also a 3 quarterback drafter anyways, so I've talked about this many times. I know that sometimes I'll go 2, but most of my teams are 3.
Yeah, I think I mean, certainly most, but I don't know what percentage. I'm probably like, I would guess like 70% 3 quarterback on DraftKings, where it's 20 rounds, maybe higher than that. Did you see? Do you have any thoughts on Kareem Hunt visiting the Lions?
Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco's dead.
I thought you were going to say Jahmyr Gibbs is dead. I mean, come on.
He's not a thing. He was never a thing, but he's definitely not a thing now. I tried to tell people not to draft Isaiah Pacheco. Where's John Daigle? John Daigle is the only person that argued with me and made me capitulate to one Isaiah Pacheco share. Neil, just
I took him on stream yesterday on another site, but he was at pick like 214 or something. It was just like, I guess I need a running back, and this is like way past ADP.
Where do I have him ranked? I got to find him real quick. Hold on. Where do I have Isaiah Pacheco ranked? Do I have him ranked in the two? I've got to have him ranked in the 200s. Where do I have him ranked here? Isaiah Pacheco. I think I pulled him like all the way out. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah. So I pulled him out of my 240. I was gonna say I've had him out for like a while now. I think I just like no
respect for the market. No respect for the market at all.
I don't care. The market can keep clicking him. I will not. Now Jacoby Lane, look at that respect right there. Jacoby Lane going at pick 136. That guy just he knows what he wants.
Yeah, I mean, it's been happening in like most of my drafts. I'll take Lamar Jackson. I'll look for Jacoby Lane at like 150, and he's just long gone. Like he's been gone for multiple rounds. What are you doing? Which he could be. Like he's got the upside for sure.
See, and if you told me Neil Malik Willis was still going to be here, I'd be pissed that we took one of our quarterbacks already. All right, where are we going here, Neil? Running back.
This is a big enough fall. I'm sure the psychic would tell us Aaron Jones. You need to take Aaron Jones here. I feel like at 139, that feels right. You disagree. We can do something else if you want.
No, there's nothing else here, Neil. I'm going to do it.
It's gross. Yeah.
I just went from 1% Aaron Jones to like 2. Now I'm mad.
You've been fading him that hard. So you've just been like, psychic. I'm done. I'm done with the psychic with this pick.
Me and Zach, was it last week? I think we went through our exposures on the show. And I remember he saw the Aaron Jones thing and he was like, wow, you really not been clicking Aaron Jones. And I was like, yeah, I've been refusing.
I need to respond to something. I see Jarudy says, y'all a bunch of slappies. Lloyd way better than Jones. No. You don't understand what a slappy is, because Lloyd is like the slappy play clearly over. Nobody's like, oh, I'm so excited. Like Aaron Jones is the exciting pick that I need. No, the slappies are very in on Lloyd.
I was gonna say the slappy in me wanted Lloyd over.
Yeah,
Aaron
I mean,
Jones.
me too. I'm never excited to click Aaron Jones.
So he's right. We are slappies.
Well, we're slappies, but we did not do the slappy thing.
We did not do the slappy thing. The slappy thing would have been to click Marshawn Lloyd. I actually agree with you, Jay Rudy. I agree. But hey, listen. This is a draft with my friend Neil, and he said Aaron Jones, and I'm gonna respect.
Oh, we're just blaming me. Okay, all right.
No. I'm gonna respect his greatness. Okay, look at this hat I'm wearing. All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna respect it. All right, pick 150, Neil. We have 3 quarterbacks, I think 4 running backs. What do we got here? 4 receivers and 1 tight end. Do you want to go Jonah Coleman, Denzel Boston? We can
I
go.
would do Jonah Coleman if you're into that.
I'm into Jonah Coleman.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm not really clicking much J.K. Dobbins or R.J. Harvey, so I feel like Jonah Coleman, for me personally, is a pretty good way to go with the Denver offense, because it's not that I don't like the Denver offense. It's just I hate the way Sean Payton uses his running backs. But I do know that if, guys get hurt, we've seen what R.J. Harvey did when his role got bigger when J.K. Dobbins went down. So, maybe that's something with Jonah Coleman, right? Maybe, one of those guys goes down and Jonah steps into a bigger role. So,
yeah. So what is our build out right now?
So our build out right now, we've got 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 4 wide receivers, and 1 tight end here.
Okay. So we need some pass catchers.
Yeah. But we got
we did start,
AJ, Ladd, and I think Stephon Diggs as a wide receiver 4 is completely fine. But yes, we can need to make up here at the old wide receiver position. Let me pull the board up here real quick. Yeah.
So Jarrudy says, isn't Slappy like you're not going for upside? Maybe I misunderstand. So it's kind of a difficult definition to give, but I think of a Slappy as being like, they talk about Slappies as like, usually it's the people who are listening to like ship chasing or like various shows and just like taking the picks that they say. Like, I like this guy. When they guys that they talk about all the time, they're chasing those guys. So to me, it's usually the guys that like the field is really excited about. Like you're chasing Jacoby Lane up the board. It's like super slappy. You're just like, this is the hot guy I need to get him before. Terrence
Ferguson. Those are now the slappy picks. They might not have started off as slappy picks, Neil, right? But they are right now. We're back up here on the clock. What about Cyrus Allen to pair with Mahomes?
We can do that. I know he's been falling a little bit, I think, but I'd be fine taking
would you rather someone else?
No, I'm good with Cyrus Allen, Ferguson, or Trey Harris are my 3.
We can go T-Ferg. Which one do you want?
Let's go Allen.
Okay.
I don't have much Allen.
Yeah, I've been clicking them a little bit. And we had Mahomes, so I knew T-Ferg was going to go, so it's pretty much just like, you go T-Ferg, you go Cyrus Allen. But I do think the further down the board we go, there's still more tight ends that are easier to click through than there are wide receivers at a certain point. So that's right. Yeah. Slappy's draft Kolar. Well,
which he does not feel like a Slappy pick to me, but
no, because the creator of the Charlie Kolar is a guy named Sacrilegious, and he's very, 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 very smart and sharp. So I don't know if I'd put him in the Slappy. Does he push up Slappy plays, Zach?
No, like he's really out on Terrence Ferguson, Keaton Mitchell. Like some of the slappiest plays are plays that he will not.
Like half of my highest owned guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or not hates. That's a bad way to put it.
Right.
He doesn't hate them. He's just not into them. All right, we're back up here, Neil. Unfortunately, Dalton Schultz was another guy I wanted. He goes. What about Trey Harris to go with?
I like Trey Harris.
Love that. Neil just instantly just.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
I love the fall that we're getting on Trey Harris again. I
know. I thought I had missed the boat because I was not drafting a ton of Trey Harris and I was like disappointed. So I pushed him up my board and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get to more Trey Harris, and then he's just been falling. Like he's just like free now.
It's crazy. Dr. One, the professor says there's even a left wing and a right wing slappy. It's out of control. Yeah, that's too far. That's past me a little. That's when you got to start asking Davis Maddock to start giving definitions. I don't
understand it. I don't understand it.
I need full definitions, people. But
John, I got breaking news for you. Jamar Chase left practice after injuring knee on Tuesday, hobbled off under his own power. So probably not a big deal, but something to watch.
Oh well, we're dead because we didn't draft T. Higgins.
Yeah, that's true.
Couldn't we have drafted T. Higgins?
We probably could have. At some point.
Of course we could have. Yep. We took Lad.
Yeah.
X this draft out. New draft. Can we start a new draft?
Right. Yeah. All right.
Dude,
Next draft, we're going after T. Higgins.
T. Higgins is a second-round pick, people. Learn it. Love it. Who's the Bengals third receiver? Well, I mean, Yoshi Voss is there.
Yoshi. Yeah.
But who's the young guy that's been he's been talked up a little bit? Chat, do you know what I'm talking about?
Young guy.
There's like a rookie who I've heard some buzz. Yes.
Colby Young.
Dude, Matt Murphy is on one here. Colby Young. Matt Murphy, are you from Cincy? Are you a Cincy guy? You got to be a Cincy guy. That was a snap call right there. No, Tinsley was the last year, darling. Tinsley was last year. Colby Young is the guy this year. Yep.
Yeah. I see Brian says Burton, which is funny because Jermaine Burton was that guy like 3 or 4 years ago.
That was like 3 years ago. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. He was not there. Was not there.
He says not even close. All right, Matt, you're just a ball knower then. I respect it.
That's impressive.
Yeah, Colby Young. Colby Young's been popping up a little bit. I'm not saying we draft Colby Young guys. I'm just thinking out loud a little bit. Thinking out loud.
By the way, I think if you refresh your page, if you want the sidekick to work, I don't know if you're enjoying just using our brains.
No.
But mine is working just fine. So it might be.
Mine's not working.
Okay, interesting.
Zach, where are you? We need
tech support.
Someone get Zach on the line. I need tech support here. Jeez. All right, we're up. Oh God, we're about to miss our pick here, Neil. See?
All right, show me what's available.
All right, so pick 187. I think maybe a tight end here, a Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah.
We're definitely not doing Gadsden, but a Sadiq.
I'd be fine with Sadiq.
Emmett Johnson.
I go Sadiq probably.
All right, let's do Sadiq here. So that was our second tight end here. This is what I mean though. Like Kenyon Sadiq at that point, I wasn't really in on him where he was going like earlier in the draft season. But at that point, I'm like, okay, now I'm picking between Kenyon Sadiq, Cade Otton, who else is here? Gunnar Helm, Pat Fryermuth.
Yeah.
Like now we're talking.
I noticed you didn't put Charlie Kolar in that group because you're excited to draft Charlie Kolar, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited to draft.
By the way, big ups for giving Zach the credit after it was disputed very briefly last week. Who actually was the first to talk about Charlie Kolar? And he said that he thought that you actually talked about him on stream before he did. He just had private conversations about him. So you get some credit there too.
I was the first one to talk about him. This is fair. I brought him up to Zach. This is what happened. I gave the bull case for Charlie Kolar, and Zach was like, I agree with you, actually.
Yep.
But at the time, the team that he works with, they weren't all on board. So Zach was working with them to kind of get them all on board. And that's what happened. So, but no, I mean the leg up crew, they definitely pushed the Charlie Kolar train over the over the top. So I give Zach most of the credit. I think it's Emmett Johnson here. What do you think?
Yeah, on a Mahomes team, I'm good with that.
Yeah, we don't have Kenny Walker.
Kenneth Walker injured. I haven't even accounted for that yet. That he's already dealing with an injury.
No. It's just a rest day, Neil. Stop it. He's fine. Okay.
Okay.
The foot is fine. It's fine, people. Okay. Someone said to me, Emmett Johnson in the 3rd round in our Discord, and I said, is Kenneth Walker's foot being amputated? Absolutely not. What are we talking about here, people?
Come on. But at 198, that feels pretty good. I'll do that all day.
Is it a mid-foot sprain? Is that what it is?
What does that mean? I'm not medical enough. That sounds not ideal to me.
I mean, it's definitely not. I mean, nothing like that is ideal, but
yeah, obviously, any injury is probably not great. But a stub toe, I'm less worried about than this sounds. This sounds worse.
I wish it was a stub toe. Chase injured, left leg, FML. Yeah, Al Boogie. Let's remember, they were praying over Genty when he limped off. So let's be positive here about some of this stuff here. We can be positive.
Yeah. Yeah, David.
Okay. Thank you that was Jesse Morris floating that one. Okay. So He's just making a guess that it's like a sprain middle of his foot. Okay.
See, is he going to be arguing with Jamar Chase's dad?
No.
Who? Oh, it was Christian Watson's dad that he was fighting with last year.
Christian Watson's dad. Michael Mayer just goes in that. You want to talk about guys I'm excited to click? Charlie Kolar, Michael Mayer in the 18th.
Oh man, yeah. Round. And we need another tight end, so that's kind of a bummer to see them both go.
Yeah, oh my God, Kolar went too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This
they're taking our guys. We have Justin Herbert on this team. They took Charlie Kolar from us.
Guys, you can't be doing it on the live stream.
It's very rude. Very rude.
Very rude. I mean, we come on, we do this stream for the people, doing some drafts.
And they're just taking our guys.
And all we wanted was a little Charlie Kolar in our
we wanted.
That's it.
You know what? With Charlie Kolar off the board, would you take like 19th round David Njoku?
Yeah.
I would consider
I don't think they I don't think they like fight too much for actual playing time. I think it's like Gadsden who would, like if Kolar goes down, I don't know who would like actually lean into his role. Maybe it'd be Njoku, but so maybe is the contingent upside, but I don't know. I don't think they affect each other too much, even if they're healthy. So yeah, I'd be okay with it. Kamani Vidal goes. Man, I think there's two really good picks at wide receiver.
You want to go Hurst?
Between Ted Hurst and Chris Bell.
Yeah, I like him. I guess Chris Bell is one we have less of, and he's probably going to rise up more. I like them both, though, honestly, whichever you like.
I like them both, but I'm going to go Chris Bell.
I said that, and then I realized I wouldn't be that surprised if Ted Hurst starts flying up boards, too, because he's gotten a lot of positive buzz.
I just have so much Ted Hurst because people can see my rank on him. I think he's an amazing click. So, but Chris Bell, I think, is someone that if you ask me in the last few days, who have I moved up the most in my rankings? I think it was Chris Bell.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
By a good amount. I think him and Kayshon Boutte were the two I moved up the most.
By the way, we are getting breaking country music news in chat. Dolly Parton has passed. That's a bummer. Really? Definitely like one of the bigger icons of our time, I'd say.
I'm not a huge country guy, but I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really either. But she's like a country singer that we all know.
Yeah.
And honestly, I thought she was pretty healthy. Like the latest I've seen of her, she seemed pretty healthy. So yeah, sad.
Is Big T a Dolly guy? I have no idea. I honestly.
I don't think that's what that says.
Oh, is that what oh, Big T Dolly guy is going? Okay. I thought it said Big T. I read that way too fast. Big T always makes fun of me for reading things way too fast, and I do that like once a show. So that
was just funny thing to flash up on screen. Which the funny thing is, like, that is all that I knew her for as a child. Like growing up, like that was the meme.
Well, yeah, of course, no kidding. That was the meme. I mean, no kidding. It is funny though. Whenever I see Big, I just assume people are talking about Big T because of all the shows I do with them. So whenever I see Big, I just assume it's Big T, and then I flash that up. So that was good. Appreciate you, Brian.
Yeah. Chris says she wrote "I Will Always Love You" covered by Whitney Houston. So I definitely know some of her music now. Yeah, like I know some of her. Like again, not a huge country fan, but like it's still popular enough that like I know definitely some Dolly Parton music.
Hold on. Okay. Pause on the Dolly Parton here.
Yep,
we're a 3-6-7-2 build, Neil. So we definitely need a tight end.
We do.
I think Colby Parkinson's a pretty good click here. David Njoku, which one do you want to go?
Let's go Parkinson, and then we could do this could be a 4 tight end build, I think.
It could definitely be a 4 tight end build. If he makes it to us, let's see.
Did Gadsden already go? Because I would also consider him in the 20th round if he's guessing he went.
ADP. Yeah, he went.
Oh, is he just not even in your ranks?
No, I moved him way down. So I moved up Njoku and I moved him down. So gotta believe in something, Neil. All right. Gotta believe in something. And I believe in the Kolar Bear.
I do too. I'm a big Kolar Bear guy.
A little bit in David Njoku, but you gotta believe in something.
Pop Soda says Chase thing looked pretty awkward, non-contact ish. Now we're fully speculating, but that is, yeah, I'm keeping my eye on that.
I'm keeping my eye on it, but if I see Chase fall in a draft that we're doing live, I, I'm
Yeah,
gonna probably click him.
until
So
we have like more
yeah.
definitive, like he's going to miss a lot of time.
And on top, like Neil, and on top of it, it's just I think the way we think about it is just so wrong. Like everyone's so worried about getting killed one way or the other, but it's like, what if it breaks for you the other way? That you're not thinking, like you're so closed off and you're so one-sided. Actually, this is one of my problems with like the person I was arguing with about Watson. He was just so closed off to having an actual discussion, having like, actual back and forth. He didn't even want to hear. He just went right to name calling and whatever, which is fine, whatever. But like, I don't want to like deal with those people. I want to deal with people that like I can disagree with and we can go back and forth and then be like, yeah, I just don't agree. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
fine what it is.
So
But yeah.
full disclosure, I know the guy that you were beefing with a bit. Like, I mean, I know him online, and it's not the first time that I've seen him, you know, come hot like that. Where I'm like,
Oh,
what is going on here? But
I'm sure
I was still, even so, I was shocked to see it about Deshaun Watson. Like
it,
the Deshaun Watson of all people being somebody that you're super
it
in. I was like,
felt different level when he was adding Run Pure Sports.
that was so, yeah. I
It
was
was
kind of
just
shocked by
weird.
that whole
Also
interaction.
doesn't realize that I'm an owner, but that's
Yeah,
fine
right.
too. All right. Let's see here. Of course, David Njoku's gone. I think Eli Raridan is interesting. If we have Drake May. We want to go fourth tight end.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
Or
Raritan. That's fun.
Okay. All right.
You were gonna say Jade Walker, weren't you?
I was gonna say Ja'Day Walker.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at me. I just told you got to believe in something. Okay. I believe that he's wide receiver 3.
I don't think I've taken him yet. I heard you on him. I thought about it, and I have not done it yet. But I'll do it at some point between now and the end of drafting season. I'll get a share just for you, just so I can say I was in on Ja'Day Walker.
David says he drafted Chase 3 times yesterday. Typical, looks bad. I know someone who's drafting Chase every time he can, and that's Felix, who probably has like 40% Jamar Chase. So I'm hoping for Felix's sake that Jamar Chase is okay. All right, Neil. So we are going to jump in another draft here, but let's run through this team real quick, and then we will hop in. By the way, guys, if you're watching on the Run Pure Sports YouTube channel or the Flannelverse YouTube channel here, hit the like button on the video. We appreciate everyone watching, commenting. If you're hanging out with us, comment, talk. Let's talk some ball. Let's talk about what's going on right now with all these ADPs rising and falling. But likes, subscribes, all that stuff really helps, goes a long way. So we appreciate everyone smashing the like button and subscribing to the channels here. All right, this is our build out of the 6-hole, a 3-6-7-4 build. We started out with Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Ladd McConkey, Breece Hall, Bucky Irving, Drake May, Justin Herbert. We got a nice pair with the 2 stud receivers. Then Stephon Diggs, Chuba Hubbard, Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Aaron Jones, Jonah Coleman, Cyrus Allen, Trey Harris, Kenyon Sadiq, Emmett Johnson, Christopher Bell, Colby Parkinson, and Eli Raridan. Neil, what do you think of this team?
Sorry, I muted myself because I was going to go try. I was trying to find the Jamar Chase video because it is on on Twitter. You can see it.
I'll find it. But
I think it's a good team. I think that like it's not ideal because we didn't get the Kohler Bear. I mean, if we Charlie Kohler really would have tied the whole room together. Without Charlie Kohler, it's hurting a little bit. But I feel good about the team. I think that we're good enough at every position. We did 6 running backs. Is that right?
We did 6 running backs. Yes.
And we got a nice fall on Breece Hall. We got Bucky. I think we're good enough at every position. Obviously, really good at wide receiver. I think our tight ends, because we went 4, makes it good enough where we crush at quarterback and we're stacked up. So yeah, no, I think that's a really strong team.
All right, guys. I think I found the video here. Let's watch it live and we'll react to it here. I haven't even seen it, so this will be the first time I see it.
Me too.
All right.
So it is. It looks like it's his left knee.
Yep.
So is that the knee that ran into the defender?
No, it didn't look like it looked like when he planted it down. Let's watch it one more time here. Hold on, we got to watch it one more time. It looks like when the foot comes back, it doesn't look like it goes over defender, does it? The defender definitely causes it, but that guy gets out of the way.
Maybe hyperextended a little bit. It didn't look that bad to me. I have no idea though. Like I'm certainly not. I don't pretend to be an injury expert.
Okay, so as not a doctor or any type of medical background whatsoever, I think he's going to be okay, Neil.
I do
I'm
too.
going to call it. I think he's going to be okay. I think we can all breathe. Look at him crawling. Yeah. He didn't roll right over to his back and scream. He got up like a man, walked right out. Look at that. Then he goes down.
Yeah.
Lays down like that. Look at him. Look at him. He's still sitting up. He's not laying down like slamming the floor. Look at he's fine. I think he's fine.
Coach Rex says Dr. Neil diagnosing a hyperextension. You know, I technically am a doctor. I've got the Juris Doctorate, so like technically I'm a doctor.
You got your PhD?
I might not be a medical doctor. I got the law degree.
Oh yeah. Like one of my best friends has got one in geography.
Oh, nice. So does he call himself a doctor all the time?
No, but I'll call him it sometimes. I'll call him Dr. Danko sometimes. Well, his father was like a scientist. Like he was he did crazy stuff actually. Like he worked in a lab. Like he worked on like serious stuff. But yeah, no. So we like it was like the Dr. Danko, but he wasn't actually a doctor. But everyone would be confused. And it's like same thing now with him. But he's a geography of all things. What are we doing?
That's a really
we
funny
always
thing.
laugh whenever. So his wife always laughs when I come in at Dr. Danko. How we doing?
You know, I think I was basically a doctor of geography in like second grade. You know, I memorized all the like country capitals at that time. Now I couldn't tell you any of them. I could tell you like 4, but back then I memorized them.
Yeah, I still don't think I could be a doctor in any of that stuff. So shout out to you guys. All you doctors working really hard. My wife's you know what? Should I get my wife down here? She works in the emergency room.
Okay. So
she's a PA. She's not a doctor. She's a PA.
Still a very, very impressive job to have. Very important job.
Yes. Yep. You know, I don't think she could diagnose this, but you know, maybe.
Probably better than you and I.
Yeah, you know what? Let me send it to her, chat, and we'll see if she can give me any information. Maybe she'll text one of her doctor friends.
You see Felix just got chased at 6. He looks fine walking around. First of all, of course, Felix is the most optimistic guy I know. So he would, of course, immediately be like, yeah, he's fine. But also getting him at 6 is great. But yeah, you should send the video to your wife, see what she thinks.
I'm going to send it to her right now, chat, and we're going to get into another $25. So if anyone wants to enter, Neil, we should do one. I wonder if I can have you done $100 one yet, Neil?
I have.
Have you done them all, or do you have one left?
Let me look.
Because I got one left. So let's see here.
I've got one left also.
So I'm gonna hop in the 100 and see what's popping here. If it's let's see. Oh, it's 1 of 12. So this might take a minute here. What do we think, chat? Should we just do a $25? 100 would be nice. All right, let's see if we can fill this here. If we can fill this, we'll roll it here. I'm gonna let's pause for a second. Let's see where we get. If you guys want to enter into the $100 over on DraftKings, maybe we can get one to fill. Maybe Neil, while we do this, should I jump into 25?
Yeah, let's do that. I love that idea.
All right, so let's do that. I'm gonna get in this 100. I'm in it now. And then then I'm going to jump in a $25. Just give me a second here. All right, so if anyone wants to draft with us, I'm clicking in right now. So if you want to draft in the $25, $3 million to first, jump in now.
All in here says Chase confirmed fine by new Twitter video.
Yeah. See, I'm not a doctor, but what did I say when we watched it, Neil? I
Yeah.
said, look at him. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. That's my unprofessional opinion on Jamar Chase right there. So I will still send it to my my wife and see what she says. Dr. One, the professor says physicians' assistants are often smarter than doctors. Well, I don't know about that, but my wife is pretty smart. So
I believe it. I believe it.
I don't know about that one, but you know, my wife would actually disagree with you, but she would also appreciate the compliment.
I think there's a wide range for both. Probably there's some really smart physician assistants, some pretty dumb doctors. Like you have to be like smart in certain ways.
Some of the crazy stuff though that these doctors have to do in the emergency room, like some of the stories are insane.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
some of the stuff you like. I remember one of the doctors she worked with. She saw in the news because he had to perform like an emergency surgery, like out at like a car wreck type thing, where he was like doing something crazy. And
wow.
So, like they just don't care. You know what I mean? They'll just like, you want to cut like a hand off or not? Like, okay, we got to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah.
You want to go right into someone's chest, like put their hand right in there. Like,
I mean, you gotta have steady hands. You gotta be pretty like calm under pressure. Like, it's, I don't have the like, what would you call it? Like the hand-eye coordination for like little stuff. Like I could never be like a surgeon because I just don't have steady enough hands to be a surgeon.
Yeah, that's why though I always like, no matter what, I respect like doctors, like the stuff they gotta actually do in like a snap of a finger is wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is absolutely crazy. So yeah, shout out to everyone that works in the emergency room. I could never work in an emergency room. I tell my wife this all the time. Like, I don't know why you work in an emergency room.
It sounds awful.
It's terrible. It's literally terrible. But we need people to do it, and we appreciate everyone that does.
Yeah.
All right, Neil, I got this draft rolling here. We are picking out of the 10 hole. I'm going to pull it up. I'm also going to try and get the sidekick back if I can here.
You know who I'd love at the 10 hole?
Who?
Jamar Chase.
Oh God, yes. Can we please get Jamar Chase at the 10? This draft's too sharp. They won't let us. I'm gonna bet on that.
DC Fan says there was a doctor in my small Minnesota town that was so bad 90% of the town refused their treatment and they had to move after 5 years to replace him. I mean, that's Yeah,
we did say Neil said it right. You know, there's
a range
at every profession,
exactly
right, Neil?
Yeah,
like it's,
exactly.
You're always gonna find like good and bad. It's just the way it goes sometimes. So, but hopefully the good outweighs the bad, I guess, right?
Yep, exactly.
All right, now let's see, Neil. Now let's see if we can get this.
Chase at 4.
Oh man. All right, here we go.
All right, this is looking promising.
All right, what do we think here? Bang. I got it, Neil. Fixed.
Nice job. I always believed in you.
That's called professional here. And Zach didn't even need to help me.
Yeah, all on your own.
I just did it on my own.
Well done.
Thank you. All right. So Chase goes to 4, which does suck, but that's okay. Don't do it to us, stomps. I think you... damn it. This is the exact spot I didn't want to be in, Neil.
Yeah. If you want to pull up... did James Cook go too, or you just don't like James Cook?
No, James Cook went, I think.
Okay. I'm fine. Jefferson... Any of these is fine with me.
Fine. I'm not a Jefferson guy. I just put it out there, but I will click him. Neil's a Minnesota guy, so maybe we can get some good Minnesota look.
I struggle with Jefferson because I want to be really in on it because I'm going to be watching the Vikings. I want to cheer for Jefferson, but I also I'm not super confident in Justin Jefferson with Kyler Murray. Like it's an unknown situation. We just saw like he's not quarterback proof. We saw that last year. So yeah, but at 10 he's probably fine.
Yeah, I think CD is just like a safer bet though. He's got the
I'd
better
be fine going CD.
quarterback, better offense.
Yeah.
People don't like CD though. I see like CD will go. I in our Discord, Steve Boynton said I think he got CD at 16 in one of his drafts. Like people really don't like CD.
That is true.
Kenneth Walker goes, yeah. KW's hurt. KW's hurt, but that's all right. I think he's gonna be fine. This is where we're gonna pivot though, Neil.
Okay. You don't want to go AJB again?
We just did AJB.
Exactly.
Let's do something different here. What do you think about Chase Brown?
Yeah, we can do that.
Or do you like Achane more?
I slightly prefer Chase Brown over Achane.
Okay, I definitely prefer him. So let's do that. All right, so there we go. We got because you know what? The more I was thinking about it, I was like, I definitely haven't done a Chase Brown, Justin Jefferson build. So like I at least like Chase Brown. I'm not as much into Jefferson, but I know I don't have like a combo like that probably. So
yeah,
throw in a combo I don't have.
It's get your guy season, and it's also get your combo season. If you haven't gotten something and it's like not egregious to take that second player, then yeah, go do it.
Let's see. JT Achan, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. Oh, what'd you think? So I saw Draft Cheat on Twitter. He was tweeting about fantasy football yesterday and tweeted about Amari and Hampton being a bad click when he's going ahead of Derrick Henry. What do you think of the Derrick Henry, Amari and Hampton stuff going on? Do you like Derrick Henry over Omarion, or you have it the other way around? Because I tend to unfortunately agree that Derrick Henry is probably just the better pick, even though I want him to fall every single year and he just never falls. And I'm like, I'm done doing this with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm not really super into either of them. Is my honest answer. Like I'd rather take Brock Bowers, AJ Brown. So I've kind of gone back and forth on like so I put out free rankings. I think I've flipped where they like who goes ahead of who a few times. I think I might have all of both of those running backs ahead of AJ Brown and stuff now at this point, but I really struggle with it. So ultimately, yeah, I think he's probably right that Derrick Henry should be going ahead of Omar and Hampton, with Keaton Mitchell being there eating into Hampton a little bit, and Hampton just like not being the proven talent that Derrick Henry is. But yeah, obviously Derrick Henry also getting older. Like there is, at some point Derrick Henry is not going to be Derrick Henry anymore. And I feel like even last year, if we didn't have that Week 17 game, he wasn't really Derrick Henry all year. He wasn't the same guy last year. So I think it's a reasonable debate. I guess I disagree in the sense that it's like egregious that Omar and Hampton goes earlier, but or I don't know if he said that. I guess I don't remember exactly what he said in his tweet.
It was bad to take him over Hampton because Hampton.
I think that's fair.
Or because Henry's like proven and Hampton is obviously unproven and stuff, and Derrick Henry just keeps doing his thing. But you make good points. Like he wasn't necessarily a great pick, but Derrick Henry just has this uncanny ability to just smash when you need him the most, especially towards the end of the year, because his body is in such good shape that like when he's in the back half of the year and all these other guys are beat up, his body is just trained to just run through everybody. Yeah. And that's kind of what happens, Neil. It's honestly, we think about it like, well, he's not that great early, but like, I think it's more just like he stays almost like Pat and everyone else gets a little more banged up and a little more beaten up. Cause you think about it, like playing that many weeks in a row of football, your body goes through a ton. And then to get to like those final weeks, like trying to tackle Derrick Henry has got to be like the worst thing when you see him at the end of the season. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's such a freak. There is a reason they call him Dehember, right? Like he always gets better in December. I forget what my tweet was that I put out a few years ago, about how many of you would put out. Man, I want to remember this hypothetical because I thought it was a fun hypothetical, but let's make our pick first.
All right. So let's do our pick here and then we can get back to this discussion. Okay, Zay Flowers goes. I do think it's T. Higgins here. We did the lad thing. We have Chase Brown. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do T. Higgins.
All right. We do have 3 week 6 buys, so we just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Um, let's see. There were a few okay, the hot route is 8 of 12. Oh man. It's gonna fill quicker than we thought, Neil.
Yeah. All right. So I don't remember exactly what my hypothetical was, but I'm gonna throw one at you.
Okay.
And that's close enough that that's gonna work. So let's say you get paid $2 million if you can tackle Derrick Henry on a kickoff return. So you kick it off to him. He has to return the kickoff return. You get paid $2 million if you can tackle him, but you can add one more of yourself. So you can have 2 JSUs trying to tackle Derrick Henry for just $100,000 off. So it'll be 1.9 million if there's 2 of you, and you can keep adding JSUs. You don't get anything if you can't tackle him. If he makes it to the end zone before you tackle him, how many JSUs would you add? But first, let's make our pick.
Okay, let's make our pick here. Garrett Wilson goes. I think it's Brees again.
Yeah, let's do Brees. In.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep clicking Brees in the 4th round until people start clicking him in the 3rd round. So yeah, okay. So how many JSUs would it take to tackle Derrick Henry? Well, it's gonna take more than 2.
So I mean, you could have 19 and you win $100,000 if you can do it. If you can stop him, and you're fully padded. To be clear, everybody, he's fully padded. You're fully padded,
and we can all just like go at him at once. It's not like one then the other then the other.
No, yeah, it's everybody at once.
Yeah, I mean, Derrick Henry's a monster, but at a certain point, like if we just all start hanging on to a limb, Neil, like at a certain point,
we got to catch him first. First, you got to catch him.
True, you got to catch him. But
maybe you're in good enough shape. Maybe you're able.
He's running downhill at us, right?
Yeah.
So he's technically, actually, he's just going to be trying to run through all of us.
I mean, exactly. Yeah, probably.
At a certain point, like 10 of you, you can kind of be like, all right, like 2 of you position each other to where like he can't just run around us. He's going to run through us.
Yeah.
And then like people would converge. So yeah, I think I would need like 10 because the first 2 are just going to be like casualties. The first 2 are just going to be like blown up.
Those guys are dead. They were sacrificial.
Those guys are dead. The second 2 are going to get like the shit kicked out of them, and hopefully they can hold on for the other 6 to catch up, to pounce and jump and hold on and hope he doesn't drag us to the end zone. So I'll say like 10 or 12.
All right. So you'd make like $1 million in this hypothetical. Obviously, if you can stop him. I think that's
to be fair too. Like this, we would be fast. We're just light. So we would need all of us to like, or most of us to hold on for dear life.
Yeah.
And like hit his legs or something like that. You gotta try and tackle him low. So like that's why the first 2 are casualties, because they're gonna try and like take his knees out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, that's a fun question. How many you think you need?
At this point in my life, more. When I was younger and like faster, I would have probably been similar. I think at this point it'd be like I'd probably try 14. Just like, all right, I'll take $600,000 if we can do it. Because yeah, I don't think I'm fast enough. Like it would have to be like we'd really have to spread the entire field and like kind of have reinforcements across the whole field too. But 14, I think I could do it.
To be clear, I don't think we would take him down. I think it would just be like he would be like dragging us and eventually like would just fall. Like I don't think we would take him down. It would have to just be we're like hanging on by a limb and eventually like it just comes to a stop. You know what I mean? I don't think
you can push him out of bounds too. Like that is within the rules. You just have to stop him. So like regular football
that's
rules.
Different. That's their strategy that comes into. I didn't know we could push him out of bounds.
It's a football field. We're on a football field. Football rules.
Definitely over 7. Definitely over. That dude's a massive man.
Yeah, he'd be tough.
Derrick Henry is huge. But maybe.
Oh, hot route filled, by the way, Greg says.
Jeez. All right, let's We should switch over to that, right?
Yeah, that's, I mean, $100 draft. That's more fun.
All right, we'll switch over to that. I do like our team right here though, but let's make our last pick, Neil, on this one, and then we'll swap over. So by ADP, we got Christian Watson, Roma Dunze, Quinshon Judkins. Who do you like here? Kick saying Watson.
Yeah, I like Watson. I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to switch over to the $100 hot route. This will be my last of the three.
Nice. Ooh, and look at that. We got Jamar Chase pick.
Oh, baby. Jamar Chase at 3?
Are we going to do that?
Hell yeah, we're going to do it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Are you making the other pick?
Yes, I am making the other pick. I'm glad you said that, though. I'm pulling it up right now. Let's see here. 14 seconds left. Travion. Do we go Travion? Oh, no, we got to go Joe Burrow.
Love it.
Yeah, well, I was like, wait a second. We got T. Higgins and Chase Brown. We got to take Burrow at that point. And I'm not a Kyler guy, so even though we have JJ, now I feel way better about, like, I don't have to take Kyler. I got 2 weeks, 6 buys, unless he falls.
Yeah.
All right, Jahmyr Gibbs goes there. Now, unless this person here goes Puka like the last person. Okay,
yeah, that would have been fun.
Let's take Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I think that's the pick.
Yeah, we're not scared here. We're not scared. All right, if you are in this draft, let me know where you're picking from. Let's see. Eric is pick 8. Love that, Eric. Love it. Yeah, we got the Burrow.
That's a nice pick for that team. Yeah, all in here says DK. That is pretty crazy how quick that was.
Yeah, that was quick. They waste no time over there. Shout out DraftKings.
Greg is the 104. He got Puka.
Okay, Greg, there we go.
I was kind of hoping that we get like the 5 and maybe get, later Jamar Chase. Get a little fall there.
Get a little fall. Yeah, because you don't want like 6, 7, because then you're like, we probably don't get them at that point. We probably don't get that fall, but maybe 5 we could get them.
Yeah, 5 is realistic.
Let's see here. Oh, Shady's in here.
Yeah,
of course, Shady had to make it into our draft.
Yeah, I mean he's probably. I guess I'm surprised that he's not done with these already. I suppose
he's probably just realized. Oh wait, I got to get one more of these in or something like that.
Yeah,
because it's almost filled. Like this thing is. I think there's like 5,300 or 5,400 somewhere in that range.
Okay.
And it's at like 4,700. So it's gonna fill.
Yeah. All right. So I got to get my last one in pretty soon.
Yeah, I would definitely in the next like couple days get it.
Yeah.
Get it done. Yeah.
Good to know. Morgan says it's automated from their stats provider to add the Q tag. Interesting.
Oh, that would make sense how it's like quick like that.
Yeah.
So Saquon, Chase at the turn, Justin Jefferson, and Kenny Walker at the 9. Shady's going CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown. It does feel like the kick pushed A.J. Brown up a little bit. I've noticed him start to get recommended over a lot of the running backs.
Yeah.
And since the Genty news.
Well, his practice has been insane. He's just scoring touchdowns like 3 a day. It's just like, yeah, looking unstoppable in practice.
And somebody loved A.J. Brown. When we were first doing these shows in like May, Neil would spend an entire show talking about A.J. Brown.
It was fun. It was fun getting him in the 3rd round.
Like literally the entire show talking about A.J. Brown.
Yeah. People were just not seeing it. Like people thought like this is where he's going to be. He's going to be a 3rd round pick. And it was like, come on, he's going to go to the Patriots. He's going to be playing with Jamar Chase. He's going to be the shiny new toy. Like clearly he's going to go in the 2nd round. It's funny though. It felt like a huge win, and then sometimes he does. Sometimes he goes in like the late 2nd round now, or like I've seen him go with the 2-3 turn because we had Malik Neighbors pushed up and Nico Collins pushed up and Chris Olave pushed up. So all these things, like he occasionally will fall now.
All right. I just picked Blake Corum in our other draft.
Nice.
Don't hate the start in this draft. Um, let's see here. We are almost back up. Oh, Derrick Henry goes. I wanted that Derrick Henry with Chase. Okay. Do we want to go Genty here? Do we want to go London, Nico Collins? I think those are the three guys for me.
I'd go Genty just for uniqueness, I think.
Okay.
It's close. It's very close there.
Genty doesn't make it to that point very often. So
Yeah, it's just there won't be that many.
I still think you can get a interesting combo with that. And honestly, I wonder when he was falling, like he probably was going later than that. So you probably weren't even getting those combos very often because Chase primarily goes at 3. So like,
yeah. Well, and especially in this contest, like how many of these do you think even filled in that little period?
Right.
So like, there's just not going to be that many really cheap Genty teams because it was also already like 80% done. Obviously, the sidekick knows all that and was not recommending Genty, but I don't know.
Neil, in our other draft, I just took Matthew Golden.
Okay, nice.
I bumped Matthew Golden up a ton. One thing I feel very confident in is Jaden Reed over Matthew Golden is probably not the right thing.
Wow. Okay.
All right, we're back up here. You know I'm not a Trey McBride guy. We got Zay Flowers.
You like Devonta Smith better than Flowers, right? I'm fine with either.
I love Devontae.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
That's my go-to guy here. Oh, because that's why I was gonna say Zay Flowers. We got him with Chase. That's why I was pushing it. Trey McBride goes there. So we have the Chase Genty, Devontae Smith start here. Could have taken the correlation with McBride or Zay Flowers. Opted to go with my personal ranks and Devontae Smith. And I know you're on board with Devontae Smith. And it looks like those Eagles pass catchers are fully back.
Yeah, he's back practicing. And also Jalen Hurts is still like so cheap. So it's kind of fun to just like get Devonta Smith. You can get Jalen Hurts in the
every single day, it feels like.
Yeah, it's crazy. I thought for sure he was going to be a riser, but people really dislike Jalen Hurts, like just because he like sometimes looks terrible as a passer, but sometimes he looks really good. And he, regardless, is going to score a lot of rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where like fantasy people like him, but then there's like this cross between like fantasy people and then like the fantasy analysis where it's like maybe or quarterback analysis where it's like maybe sometimes he's not the greatest thrower of the football and he makes some bad throws and people are like, no, I just think he stinks. And there's that cross where it's like, yeah, but he scores fantasy points.
Right.
So it's like
the
guy can stink and he can still score me 25, 30 fantasy points. I mean, shit, Deshaun Watson made $200 million doing that. That was Deshaun. People laugh at, like, that was literally Deshaun Watson. He was a not great quarterback who in garbage time smashed and then made all this money through garbage time pretty much.
Yeah.
Like that was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. No, the team is setting up nicely because we could do, I sometimes, I like setting this up because we have the potential for Burrow, Hurts at like the turn that's really gross. So like if we can do double quarterback at that turn, that'd be pretty fun.
Hey, Spilkowski. There's no back talk or bad talk about Brock Bowers on this show. Okay.
Yeah, I take a lot of Bowers. I probably usually take Bowers over AJ Brown.
And Neil's one of the biggest AJ Brown stands there is. That's coming from Neil. Well, I guess you're not anymore.
I mean, I still take a fair amount. Like I've got a lot of AJ Brown, but it was more just a price play thing where it was like, I know he's going to be moving up to the second round. And I think he's going to be a good pick in the second round. So like when you could get him cheaper, it was like, yeah, it's just a slam dunk. Now it's more like he's in the range where I think he should be. So I take him sometimes, but he's not like a slam dunk every single time in that range when Brock Bowers is there and Drake London is there. It's more like, yeah, this is just where he belongs.
Yep. I do remember this too. DC Fantasy says Watson was considered up near Mahomes, Lamar for a lot of people. Yeah, they were. He was. And I mean, from a fantasy standpoint, you can't argue. This is my point, though. we're crossing the path between like good quarterback or bad quarterback and like good fantasy quarterback, bad fantasy like Deshaun Watson was, I think, a bad quarterback who was a great fantasy option at quarterback. You know, a lot
Yeah.
of times because they were in trailing scripts where he was just set up to play from behind and throw a lot. I just auto pick J.K. Dobbins.
That's not a bad auto click.
It's not.
Like I think J.K. Dobbins still like in the hundreds. He's a pretty good pick. He pinky props. He's going to play every game this year.
All right. Thank you for making me feel a little better about it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, we're up in the 100 in one pick. Let's look. Tedero McMillan goes. DeAndre Swift goes. Genty Chase Smith.
I'm still a David Montgomery guy personally, but
I'm a David Montgomery guy too.
Yeah. I know people are concerned about Woody Marks being a thing.
I'm not.
I still think I think Montgomery's going to smash.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm still drafting him. How did Jordan Love go in this other draft? Unbelievable. I must have got sniped by the craft. God, it's the worst when you get into a spot where you need a quarterback and you got to jump one like 15 spots past ADP.
I usually just wait at that point and do like a Daniel Jones, Keenan Allen kind of thing.
Yeah, I could do that. Would you go Mekhi Lemon or Chuba?
How many running backs do you have?
I have 3.
I'd probably go Mekhi Lemon then.
I went Mekhi, yep. All right, Byshell Tootin goes. That's who I was kind of hoping for.
Ooh, Parker Washington here is pretty rare to get him this late if you're in on Washington.
I mean, I'm okay with I'm normally a JMO guy in this range, but we don't have any Bears.
Yeah.
So
I like P. Like he's just moving up so quickly that I'm like, I don't know that he's going to last in this range any longer.
All right, Neil. All right, let's do it. Let's do a P-Wash team here. I don't
definitely not psychic approved.
You know what's funny actually with P-Wash is I have P-Wash, but I don't have them a lot in the 20-25 or like I have a couple of 5-5-5 teams with P-Wash. It's just like randomly how they fell because he wasn't like a huge target of mine. But if this is why I always talk about drafting through the seasons, because if people remember, there was that slight period, and I don't know if it was June or July, where Brian Thomas Jr. was skyrocketing up boards, like skyrocketing. He was next to like Travion Henderson and those guys like Tyler Warren and stuff for a while. He's going like 62, Neil, in ADP, and Parker Washington was going like 70. So there was this like flip for a little time. And so I was like, you know, Parker Washington at this point, probably a really good click, and I don't think this flip is going to stay, and I wasn't really into Brian Thomas. So there were a couple drafts where I was like, screw it, I'll take some P-Wash. You fall to 7. I'm not, so yeah, I think I got a little lucky there that with that random small window where Brian Thomas Jr. was like going way ahead of Parker Washington, or not way ahead, but like 8 to 10 picks sometimes.
I only got one big dog in $500 draft before it filled, and I got Parker Washington at 79 there, which, and I like you, I didn't have much, but it was like, yeah, 79, like he's fallen here. So it does seem like the high stakes stuff, he was falling more. People in high stakes were less confident in Parker Washington.
Morgan Wiper says, I think I got P-Wash at 80 in a 5-5-5. That's awesome. I mean, that's got to feel so good.
Chris Olave injured.
Oh, man. Jeez. Can we stop with the injuries? Can we just get to the season?
Ridiculous.
Oh, goodness.
As long as Jonathan Brooks is staying healthy, I'm doing okay. I can survive as long as Jonathan Brooks stays healthy. Because if he gets hurt, people are gonna be dunking on me left and right, because it's like, this was obviously, of course, Jonathan Brooks is gonna get hurt. You should have known this is gonna happen. So I just need Brooks to stay healthy.
Yeah, there's definitely a few key guys for me. Jonathan Brooks, though, that's your guy for sure. Like AJ Brown, Jonathan Brooks, those are guys that I know you've talked up. For me, I need my Bears and Lions to just stay healthy. Just give me that game to the finish line. We'll be good. We'll be good to go.
Yeah.
But no
I'm
Luther Burden through 3 drafts and no Luther Burden today. This is a tough day for me.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. That is tough. Where did he go in this one?
Luther Burden went. Where did he go? Oh my god. Oh my god, he went at. Are you kidding me? Oh, 41. I thought that was 50. Okay, I was gonna be like, what? 41. All right, that doesn't make me that bad. Feel that bad. I think
All
that's
right.
our. I think that's our guy Eric too. See, ball knower. We are almost up here in the 100. I'm also up in this other draft. Oh, the quarterbacks are just disgusting, Neil. Like I gotta pick Sam Darnold. Come on, man.
That's all right. Your QB2?
No, don't make me feel good about Sam Darnold. No, I already
That's
got
Super Bowl winner Sam Darnold.
I already got to go to a Wendy's and wear a Sam Darnold jersey and eat shitty Wendy's for a meal. I'm not happy about it, but that will happen. Actually, it's going to happen probably this weekend because like my wife obviously doesn't want to go to Wendy's, so she starts back work this weekend, Neil, from being on leave for the baby. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
I mean, I guess not that nice, maybe.
not that nice for her, but
I go Burrow here.
Brian Thomas Jr. Look at that, 70. We were just talking, and
You want to go Burrow with Chase?
yeah. Oh, definitely. I'm in.
I mean, I do see Jonathan Brooks, Jalen Warren both still there.
I was in my head, Neil. I was like, man, do we have any Bengals? I was like, wait, yeah, of course you do. We have Chase.
Yeah.
I love the Jonathan Brooks. So I'm starting to buy some Chuba Hubbard in the 113.
Oh,
Sounds
me too.
like you're starting to buy him too.
Yep.
So you're cool with just like buying the dip on these guys now.
I buy prices, not players. That's JJ Zacharyson says it all the time, and that's exactly how I feel. Like I love Jonathan Brooks in the 100s, and now it's like I still take some, but I'm not slamming at this point.
Yeah, at this point, there's no reason for you to, I think, slam him. You already got bags of Jonathan Brooks, so it's like, if you were someone that wasn't drafting Brooks, then like maybe,
you want to be protected, have a little bit just in case.
Yeah. So it's not bad either way. But I would definitely buy some Chuba, and I had 0 Chuba.
Yeah, I was pretty out on Chuba when he was going at 70 or whatever he was going at previously. All right, this is a tough decision here for us, in my opinion. Who do you like between Jalen Warren and Jalen Hurts? Because we also have Devonta Smith.
Okay. Normally in these higher dollars, I just lean getting the quarterback. I do think Jalen Warren's a really good pick, though.
I do too, especially full PPR.
And we do have other outs, Neil.
Yeah.
The kick is saying Warren, too. See, this is when I love using the kick.
Yeah, just use it.
Let's go Warren.
When we got a tiebreaker, just let the kick decide.
I think that's one way to when I get in those spots where I'm really conflicted, it is using the kick, and I think it was the right move. I think going Jalen Warren there. You get a little fall too on Jalen Warren. People are starting to buy. Maybe it's Rico. Maybe you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll take the fall on Warren. I don't care.
That's a great price on Jalen Warren.
Yeah, Greg says he'll take Hurts. So we didn't think we were getting Hurts back, to be clear. So
yeah,
that makes sense for you.
We could theoretically get T-Law back. I have seen T-Law come all the way back, although it's unlikely, especially because the guy before us got BTJ, so he's probably going to take T-Law if he's there.
I was going to say probably, but if not, there's still options later. I'm not too worried right now because we've got a stud. So either way, like if this has to be a 2 quarterback team, so be it. But
yeah.
I would like 3, but if this has to be 2, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Greg's just gonna take all our quarterback.
Yeah.
he said I'll take Hurts. I'll take Trevor Lawrence. So Greg is not letting us get a falling Trevor Lawrence regardless. So
I think that's fair.
Yeah, it's fair. I think if I was Greg, I probably would take those two guys too. Because if you think about like, well, he does have the Stafford out because he has Puka. So I was gonna say like Bryce Young and who would you want between? I mean, who would you want between Stafford and Trevor Lawrence? I'd probably want Trevor Lawrence.
100%. Yeah. Trevor. I mean, Stafford, like I say 100%. Stafford does still have upside, I think, with that offense. I think Trevor Lawrence has more upside with the rushing. Plus, I am concerned that the Rams are just going to be running it constantly with how good their defense is going to be.
Yeah, I could see the run game and the fact that like I keep bringing this up, but like Matthew Stafford in the under 10 yards to the goal line, like he threw like 15 touchdowns, I think, or something like that. Might not be exact, but it was the most by far of any quarterback inside the 10-yard line. Like that probably doesn't stick, Neil.
Right. Exactly. All right, I put a poll out on the Flannelverse. I couldn't do it on both channels, but I put a poll out asking people about Derrick Henry, how many clones they would use to try to tackle Derrick Henry on a punt return. So the question is, you're offered $2 million to tackle Derrick Henry on a punt return. You can use clones for $100,000 off of for each clone that you use. How many clones would you send out there?
Clones, man. Clones are tough because it's all going to be depend. I mean, like imagine if you're like a big dude, you know what I mean? Like you might not need that many clones if you're like a big guy who's in like okay shape. You know what I mean? Like
right. You're fast enough that you can.
The problem is you'd still have to like catch him, you know?
That's the hard part. You need to be in like decent shape, which is why I'm like, yeah, at my current age, my current shape, I don't think that I have a great chance of like getting close enough to him to like actually get my hands on him. Like I could maybe tag him, but if I have a few of us going at him, but
the more I think about it too, the more I think like you would have to probably like hit him early because the longer you let him run towards you, the harder it's going to be to tackle him. So like you might have to sacrifice. I might have to sacrifice more than too early, to slow him down. Blake Corum's here. I think he's a really good pick.
Yep, love me some Blake Corum.
What's this now? We got Genty, Montgomery, Warren. Do we want to just go Blake Corum here?
That's what I would do.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, I think I would have to sacrifice like 4 early.
Yeah,
because the faster he gets, like the more impossible it's going to be to actually slow.
I mean, down. It's. I think it's. You have to treat it like it is a punt return. So like you can't just like start up with him. You got to like you start back. So he's going to have some momentum.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. Then I need 20.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. Okay.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need 20. I was thinking like hike. They hand the ball off to him, and you're
no. This is a kick return.
Oh, this is a kick return. Yeah, no, that totally changes things.
It does. It's a big difference.
I'm gonna need 10 to like slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have any kind of momentum, yeah, if you're just like right there, then yeah, you just got to have a couple of them, get your hands on them, and then you're going to be able to.
We're all going to be fast. That's the one good thing. But let's see, Mekhi Lemon. We have the Devontae if we want. We could go quarterback here, Neil, if we want to do that.
Well, you sounded like you're not into the like Daniel Jones type of quarterback, which we might be stuck with if we don't go with Mahomes or somebody else here.
You want to go Mahomes?
Sure.
Or no?
I'm fine with you. Sure, yeah.
We're going Mahomes. I was thinking about Purdy, but because we have Devontae, but that's all right. We'll go Mahomes. Maybe we can get another Kelsey build going there. I
mean, Xavier Worthy going at 127 now feels pretty good to me.
God, the more I think about Xavier Worthy, though, he's so fragile. He's just so damn fragile. I like it. Does nothing about that Chiefs roster, like everything about that Chiefs wide receiver group, makes me very concerned. Like Worthy, Tyquan Thornton already got hurt, and then he was back at practice. He like got carted off, and then he was back at practice the next day. But still, it's like he's just like a burner. Cyrus Allen looks like he's got more burst than like all those guys. It's very odd.
It is very odd. Like I still think like Xavier Worthy has the athleticism. He clearly has elite speed. I think he's flashed here and there. I don't know. At 127, he feels like a really good bet to me. I was taking him at 105 previously, so I guess relative to that, feels good getting him at 127.
Yeah, 127 isn't bad for sure.
Casey Concepcion, he's another guy that I've been really trying to be in on.
He's flying upwards.
But he's flying upwards, yeah.
Flying.
Oh, and he went to Shady, of course.
Classic. My guy Landa, what's up, guys? Just checking in here. Question for Neil: JSU and I are on the Malik Willis train, but with Chris Bell back now, who is the best? Who is the bet stacking partner? Still Douglas. Okay, best stacking partner. Is it still Douglas?
That's a good question because Douglas has kind of entrenched himself as, I think, the wide receiver 1 to start the year, but I'd probably take Chris Bell earlier just from, pedigree. Like he was the prospect that was generally seen as better, and now it seems like he's going to be there at the start of the year. So it's probably Chris Bell for me, but I think I struggle with that one. What is your take, JSU?
So I was drafting some Caleb Douglas early in the season. I wasn't drafting much Chris Bell at all.
Yeah, me neither.
I moved Chris Bell up my rankings. I think Chris Bell is a good guy to start adding some Malik Willis stacks. So if you already have some Caleb Douglas stacks, I start pivoting to some Chris Bell stacks because, I think a lot of it was Caleb looks decent, but also like who's going to contend with him if Chris Bell is not playing for a while.
Right.
Now it seems like Chris Bell is going to play a lot sooner than anyone like me or anyone else thought. What do you think? Kelsey Worthy or Worthy Kelsey?
I go Worthy first.
You go Worthy first?
Yeah. There's just so many later tight ends that I like.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Can I just point something out in chat? Spellcalc says Jamar Chase said he's good, and it was a little hyperextension. Dr. Neal was right.
Look at that.
Thank you.
All you needed was a law degree and bang.
Did the Twitter doctors know? Did they have it right? Because I saw it immediately. The way his leg straightened out, you just have to watch that left leg.
I'm going to say you were the fastest one to the...
I was the fastest. I'm better than the Twitter doctors.
There you go. Just going into the season, assuming everyone's ready for week 1. Saying,
honestly, is it the peptides? I don't know what it is, but they're all just like so healthy so quickly.
It's got to be. I haven't seen anything like this. Did Travis Kelce go too? Son of a bitch.
Who's the running? I don't mind Rachaad White with Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt kind of injured right now. I know Rachaad White is also injured right now.
I'm definitely not doing Aaron Jones. So Keaton Missile went.
Rachaad White or Chris Rodriguez, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's one of those two. Who would you? Oh, Malik Willis goes too. We could have. Could have grabbed Malik Willis. Do you like Baker Mayfield? Do you want to take a third quarterback? Because we have good running backs. We
can take a late one too.
We have good running backs, honestly.
How many do we have?
We have 4. We have Blake Corum, Warren, Genty, and Montgomery.
That is pretty good. I'd still probably go Rachaad White, honestly.
Okay. All right. We'll go Rachaad White.
You don't like it. You want a Baker, but I feel like Baker to me is not that much better than like Daniel Jones, who might be there at the next go round.
See, I disagree. I think we're going to get Baker revenge.
Okay.
Baker's mad. That the franchise was kind of dissing him early. He felt disrespected. I think he's going to come out gunslinging. I think that team is also going to be behind a lot. And I think they're going to be in good game scripts to just smash fantasy. And I like their receivers, man. You get they've got a good group of guys. Like there's talent there. You know what I mean? Even Tez Johnson, who no one talks about because he's probably the 5th guy on the board.
Right.
But he showed flashes of being pretty talented last year.
You're right about that. And Ted Hurst is really flashing. Yeah. Jalen McMillan has his truthers.
Yeah. I'm a Jalen McMillan guy. I think he's just undervalued. So I think there's a lot of, maybe there's a lot of guys that are close to each other is the problem, where it's like, is it Ibuka? Is Ibuka banged up? Is it going to be Ted Hurst? Chris Godwin's moving up the board. So there's a lot of these pieces, and people are like, well, who is it? In my mind, though, I'm just like, I don't care. Just give me 2 of them. Just give me 2 of them. Stack them up with Baker. They're gonna throw a lot. Maybe I can get a Bucky or Kenny Gainwell, a K. Dotton late.
Yeah.
Just give me the offense, and I'll take my chances. And
that's fair. I mean, we could have done that, but I think like Rachaad White is kind of I should say Rachaad White is part of a tier that's not going to be available at the next turn. So I think like Chris Rodriguez is in that tier also.
Oh, for sure. Kenyon Sadiq just fell to me at 202. I feel like that's just a
love it. Yeah.
Smash pick right there. Let's see. JSU has a man crush on Ted Hurst. Possibly. Al Boogie says Hurst cooked Travis Hunter today. That's not shocking at all. Hurst is fucking good. He's really good.
Who says cooking a wide receiver doesn't seem bullish. Yeah, exactly. They just got to play Travis Hunter at wide receiver full time. They'll be fine.
Wait a second, Travis Hunter might be their best corner and one of their best wideouts. So There you go. He's probably not better than Parker Washington, but isn't that crazy? Who would have thought before last season we were going to be like, yeah, Travis Hunter's probably not better than Parker Washington.
Or BTJ also. Like
BTJ.
Parker Washington is maybe their best. I'm not super confident that Parker Washington is their best receiver, but they seem to think he is.
I was going to say they feel confident, I think.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold both just went, so the dream of getting a quarterback at this next turn to fall to us.
The dream of getting a quarterback, Neil, might just be dead. We might just be sticking.
We're good at quarterback, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. We don't need a quarterback. That's a good point. We can just stick there, I think.
Yeah.
God, I don't even know what I'm doing in this other draft. I'm just clicking players.
We could also add CJ Stroud, potentially. Well, I do like Tellergio a bit, but
he just went. Whoa, Mike Washington's still here.
Yeah. I do like Mike Washington, but we have so many running backs now.
Yeah, we don't need him. We could go Lane to go with Burrow. He's probably not.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Let's do it. Let's go Lane.
Sure. Now I kind of regret taking Rachaad White. Not like really, but like a little bit, because Mike Washington and Marshawn Lloyd are still both there. Yeah. No, but I still think he was the right pick. Yeah.
What if Mike Washington's still here? You get Marshawn Lloyd still here. Come on, Jay Benek, just click them. Just click them both so we don't have to see them.
Yeah.
Because I do think this is gonna be tough, because I do think Chig would fit our team nice.
He would. But like I think there's gonna be good tight ends available at the next turn also.
The good thing with Washington is I don't love him with Genty, so.
Oh yeah, we have Genty. I forgot that we have Genty. Yeah.
It's more the Lloyd thing I think Lloyd's a really good pick here. So I kind of just want him to get taken, so I don't have to. And of course, Chig.
Okay, it went the other way. So yeah, we can take Lloyd and take T Ferg at the next turn, or whoever's available there.
CJ?
Or CJ. Yeah, I don't mind that either. Because he's got a couple potential outs to the next turn also.
I mean, our quarterbacks are pretty good. We have Burrow and Mahomes, so yeah.
This could be just to follow the sidekick because we're torn.
All right, let's follow it. The sidekick says running back. Our running backs are good, man. So we got Joe Burrow, Genty, Montgomery, Chase, Devontae Smith, Parker Washington, Jalen Warren, Blake Corum, Xavier Worthy, Rachaad White, Jacoby Lane, and Marshawn Lloyd.
We're looking good.
Not a bad squad.
All right, I gotta kind of apologize again to or at least not apologize, but admit that Felix might have been onto something with Najee, because he Al Boogie says taking first team reps. And I've started drafting a little bit of Najee with he came in with promises that he's going to be involved. And Tyrone Tracy looks completely dead. So it kind of looks like it's a 2-man with Cam Scadaboo and Najee Harris, where Cam Scadaboo looks like he's kind of not fully back. So yeah, I kind of think Felix might have been right.
Can I throw something else at you?
Yeah, let's hear it.
What if, and hear me out, guys. Just hear me out for a second. What if the Giants offense is just cooked?
That's a really good point.
How about that, guys? How about the Giants offense? Be theirs in chat. What What if the Giants offense is just cooked? Najee Harris is taking first team reps. The Giants offense might just be cooked. Just going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterboo cooked.
I have a fair amount of Cam Scatterboo. I've stopped doing it recently as much, but
Being there, impossible JSU. What if you cook everyone? I will be very impressed if you cook everyone. I always root for you, Beanair. I always root for you. Honestly, you don't understand. I want you to beat the Eagles so bad. I hate when the Eagles whoop on your ass every single year because it drives me nuts because Eagles fans are insufferable during the season. I mean, K. Reed is one of my favorites, but man, I can't. The Eagles fans, Neil, they're too deep in it. And they're ferocious. Yeah. They're nonstop.
Well, we played them in the playoffs. The Vikings played them in the playoffs. And I knew people who went to Philadelphia for the game, and they were like, they're just awful. They're just terrible. Which I know a lot of Eagles fans. I actually have multiple friends here who are from the area who came to Minnesota for law school, and they're big Eagles fans. They're very nice people. So I know a lot of nice Eagles fans, but some of them are terrible.
Don't lie to them, Neil. Don't lie to their face.
You're right. I shouldn't.
You all, during the season, you're probably great people, but during the season, you're just a little much.
Well, they lean into the identity of they're the guys who booed Santa Claus. Like they lean into that identity.
How the hell can you boo Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. Unbelievable.
It is pretty funny.
I root for the Giants. I want the Giants to win, but you guys just aren't. You guys just probably aren't winning. You guys just probably aren't winning.
No, they're not. Probably not the best team. What did Brandon McNair said something about Calvin Ridley can't catch a poor Calvin Ridley can't catch a break? What is that about? Because I don't see any news on Calvin Ridley.
I mean, another guy that's cooked.
I've got a lot of Calvin Ridley, so I don't want him to be. But he, as far as I saw earlier today, he was practicing with Wan'Dale Robinson. So I think that's probably just a speculative comment.
This is right, Coach. Philly fans 2 years ago wanted a A.J. Brown statue after the Super Bowl win. Now they all say he's washed. That's so true because in the chat, K. Reed is like, every time A.J. Brown gets brought up, he's like washed. Neil, I think this is Dalton Schultz. Like every time.
Oh yeah, love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. All right, so this is the team here, Neil. We're almost back up again, but we've got a 2-6-5-1 going here. So that was our first tight end. So we're gonna have to do a lot of making up at tight end here.
Yeah. By the way, he was talking about Calvin Austin, not Calvin Ridley.
Oh.
Okay.
Calvin Austin. Did Calvin Austin get hurt? Is that why?
Yeah. People were saying that earlier that he was carted off, I think, or something.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't see that. I'm a never TJ Hawkinson guy, Neil, so get ready for a new pick.
All right. Let's do TJ Hawkinson, Minnesota Vikings.
What about a Kayshon Boutte?
He just went. Oh no, he didn't. You just clicked something. Yeah, I'd be okay with Kayshon Boutte
or Trey Harris. One of those. I think Boutte on this.
Yeah, let's do Boutte. I don't mind that.
Let's do Boutte. All right. Let's see. Yeah, nobody's drafting Calvin Austin.
Is he? I don't even know what team he's on now. Is he on Pittsburgh?
Who, Calvin Austin?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I know he was on Pittsburgh. I don't think he was, though.
Yeah, I don't know if he was still this year.
Where was Calvin Austin before he got hurt? Giants. Okay. That makes sense because that's why Beanair was talking about poor him. He's a Giants fan. Where was this one? I missed this one. Eric says, no, we're mad. A.J. Brown quit on us. Well, that's fair.
That is fair. Honestly, he did. He very much did quit on them.
He very much quit on you guys. He quit on you guys. That's very fair. Actually, he didn't quit on you guys. He quit on Jalen Hurts. He was like, I'm just done with this guy.
Yeah.
He really did. He just like, I can't do this guy anymore.
Yeah.
You know, they tried to. they tried to capitulate to him. They were throwing him the ball nonstop. I felt like towards the end of the year, like they were really trying to feed him, and he still was just like, nope, can't do it.
It was you may recall he was on my best DraftKings team in the best ball millie, and I watched one play that was thrown to him like right at the end zone. So it was like it was going to be a touchdown that would have broken the 100-yard bonus, and like just like an enormous play, would have probably won me $100,000 if he catches it. And it wasn't a drop, it was like a tough throw, but like he had no reaction to it. It was just like just like, okay, ran back to the huddle. Like, whereas I feel like, if a player's really locked in, he's pissed off that could have been touchdown, just barely didn't work out, and he just like, just didn't care. Week 17.
Damn AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Shady with Rodgers as a QB2. Watch out.
Who's his QB1?
QB1.
Dak Prescott.
I would assume he's going to take a Browns QB. You think? No.
Really?
KC and
have you ever been suggested? I mean, I guess that would make sense. But have you ever been suggested a Browns QB by the sidekick?
I don't think so. But
I don't think so either.
But I don't know if I've ever had a QB room like Dak Prescott and Aaron Rodgers. I'm curious. I refuse to allow myself to have those. You see how I draft, Neil. Like once I get past like Malik Willis, I'm like, no, like or Daniel Jones even. I'm like, no, everyone else is just bad. Just bad. I don't want this.
Yeah.
So I don't like let myself get in those situations most of the time, but you're right.
I try not to.
I never see Watson or Shador.
I'm curious who they would be more likely to suggest based on Deshaun Watson named the starter because they want to bench, basically because they want to bench him before the home game.
Well, yeah. What do you prioritize more? Do you prioritize early points more, or do you prioritize later points?
I would assume they're going to prioritize later points in Shador, just with how bad Watson has looked.
Especially because Dak Prescott, I'm pretty sure, is a late buy, 14, and Aaron Rodgers as a 9. So in reality, there's worlds where I'm sure they have Watson being out even earlier than 9.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I would assume it's later, but we'll see. I don't know. Charlie,
look at that.
Charlie Kolar is just staring at us here, and we need a tight end.
All right, let's do it.
Sounds good.
The sidekick must know that Shady is in this room. There's no way he's getting back to us at the next turn.
No, if we didn't take him by 195, he was gone. So,
yeah.
Ooh, Pat Freiermuth is up there too. Are you into Pat Freiermuth?
I do. I like Pat Freiermuth a bit.
Do you like him over Colby Parkinson?
Slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do. I got him pretty close, but I do too, I think.
Yeah. We'd be sniping our boy Shady.
Sorry,
but it's his own tool working against him.
All the way at the end of the board, though. That's not fair.
Yeah, and he went.
Okay, so maybe we go somewhere else here?
We could go...
So running backs were good. We got 6.
Yep.
So...
I mean, I still like tight end. It's suggesting Darren Waller, which I don't mind.
I think we could get him later, though. There's that news that he could get cut, so I think we could get him later.
Ted Hurst, I'd be fine with. Calvin Ridley, I guess. The sidekick likes him. Chris Bell, if you want to get a share.
Ted Hurst or Chris Bell?
We did Chris Bell last time. I'd say it's Ted Hurst.
Ted Hurst. Done. Because you know what? The last pick, Neil, I have a tight end that I want. So we're definitely going to probably take 4. And... right now, our build, we've got Schultz, Kolar. So we definitely need 4 on this team. So in our next 2, we'll probably get 1 tight end, and then the last pick we will. So maybe we'll go like receiver and tight end with our next 2 spots.
Yeah. By the way, 21 votes so far on my hypothetical. 33% say they would send out 0 to 3 clones to try to tackle Derrick Henry.
Wow. 0 to 3?
Yeah, 0 to 3. Then we have 19% saying 4 to 8, 14% saying 9 to 12, and then another 33% saying 13 plus. So we've got some who are very confident, some who are just gonna take the 500K or
What are
whatever.
you guys, friggin' He-Man? Like what?
Yeah, I didn't know I had so many athletes in my chat.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. That's actually impressive.
Elite athletes. Yeah,
You got some elite athletes. Seriously.
is that Shady? You just took Penix? Yeah. Okay. So there's his third quarterback.
So there you go. So he was and look, he took him in the 17th round. So does he have a Falcon? Nope. Maybe a branch.
Could see it.
Oh no, he's gone.
He's just going naked Penix.
Yeah. Interesting. All the Emmett. Yeah, Emmett Johnson, I would assume. You ain't taking shit down. There's no way.
Come on. I don't know Brandon. Maybe you actually know him, but
I do. Well, I do know him. I know he's not like a small guy, but he's not taking Derrick Henry down full steam by himself. I'll tell you that. He's getting run through.
I also there was a limit in my how to type it out for the poll. Only 100 character limit. So I don't know if it made clear that it's on a kick return. I think I actually said punt return, which is maybe a little bit easier, but
yeah, it's on a kick return. Like he's getting a full head of steam.
Yeah. Impossible.
I need like a running start. We need to get like a running start while the ball's in the air. We need like the old return rules, not the new ones. That makes a big difference, Neil. Actually.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good point.
Are we talking new rules? Because that's even harder.
Because
we got to stand until he catches it.
Right. Yeah, it's. What do I want to do? I was thinking the old rules when I made the hypothetical originally. So I'll stick with the old rules.
Man, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Off the Schneid said, I said 4 to 8. That's 9 total meets. That is true. You could theoretically do it with 9.
All right, we're almost up here on the clock. Get ready, because we're about to pick here. Tesla goes. So Darnell Washington's at the top of the kick. That's interesting because Darren Waller is still here. Do you want to just go Darnell?
Yeah, let's do it.
Njoku's not here.
I do like Darnell Washington a bit.
Okay. Let's do it. Darnell. And then we're going to take a receiver here for our next spot. So start looking at who you like at receiver. We can go Tyquan Thornton with Mahomes, Brennan Thompson as a week 17, Demario Douglas, Jahade Walker, Bryce Lance.
And Rashad Bateman looking like a worse and worse pick.
No, Rashad. Do you know? I don't know if you saw on Sunday. I was looking through. I had the leg up sheet or exposure tool thing up, and I was going through some exposures, and someone asked me Rashad Bateman. So I was like, let me look, and I typed in Rashad Bateman. I thought I spelled his name wrong because I had none.
You have no Rashad Bateman?
Like not a click.
I've got a fair amount of Rashad Bateman.
What? I don't have one Rashad Bateman? I literally thought it was wrong.
I would be fine with Tyquan Thornton or just following the kick. Either way.
Yeah, I want a receiver here. So
I have not drafted much Tyquan Thornton, but he's back practicing.
It'd be Tyquan, Brennan, Demario, one of those guys.
Yeah, I'd say let's get a Tyquan Thornton share on our Mahomes team.
Do a Tyquan share. Ball knower, tube socks, 0 Bateman.
Come on, you guys got lucky.
Release that man.
Ball knower. What does he know the legal background? Like he knew that in June.
Listen. I'll tell you this right now. Bateman, release him. If everything goes the other way and someone can sign him later in the season, okay? What's the dude's name? The cornerback that the Lions released, Terry and Arnold, I think is his name.
Yep.
That dude was already. Didn't he get signed?
He did. Yeah.
That's the craziest shit ever. He already got signed. Like it's all just like a show. Like, no, bro, we got to
I
release you.
know it's so bizarre that like
It's so
some other team is like,
bizarre.
well, we'll take him. Like, and that happens every time. Like, so one team is like, we're gonna cut this guy. He's a bad dude. He like has done some really terrible things. And then
Yeah.
another team's like, we don't care.
Yeah. Another team's like, we don't care. We'll take him. And oh, no, he's cleaned up his act.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, he's cleaned up his act. No one talks about it though. It's the craziest thing. Like the Seahawks just got like a super talented corner, and the Lions. Let's be honest, like the Lions could use all the secondary help they
Yeah.
can get, and
Right.
they had to release one of their most talented cornerbacks because he's a friggin' donkey. So
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh, he's on the NFI list. Interesting.
Oh, he is? Okay.
I didn't know that.
Honestly, he should be on the list, but I just think it's funny how those things work.
Yeah. TubeSock says Andy Reid does that. Yeah, Andy Reid does that all the time.
Okay, so Dr. One, the professor, says the arrest was June 3rd. Those charges could get dropped, settled out of court. Okay.
They just keep coming out with more like bad stuff that he did though. Like we just got, today or yesterday that he like shoved his baby mama.
Yeah, it feels like it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
For that man. Dude, what are you doing, man? Ugh.
And now he's popping up to the top. That's funny that he's towards the top of the kick now.
Sorry, kick. This is when we pivot.
Well, this is Bring the Noise says no Bateman, but we do have Lane. Yeah, well, that's why I feel stupid because for a month, I probably every time the sidekick suggested Jacoby Lane before he became like this hot thing, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the wide receiver 2, Rashad Bateman instead. So I have a lot less Lane than I would because I was taking Bateman instead.
Neil, I'm hurt. I've also been talking about Lane.
Have you? I guess I missed that. I didn't realize that you were a huge Lane guy. Okay.
Yeah, I drafted Lane in a few 5.55s.
Nice.
So
in the late rounds, that's pretty good.
To be fair though, my take was actually I like drafting both Lane and Surratt at the end.
Oh, that's right.
That was like my take was like, hey, instead of trying to figure out like, oh, I'm gonna bet on one of these guys, no, just take them both in the 19th and 20th round. One of them's probably gonna be good.
Yeah.
And there's an outside chance that both of them could play. Now, if this Rashad Bateman stuff goes that way, we might get like really lucky. But the point is, like, there was a world where Rashad Bateman eventually they just say enough of him, you know.
And the 2 rookies, yeah.
And we get my guy, Eric All.
There we go. I was wondering if that was who you're.
That's exactly who I wanted. I've been talking to Sack about Eric All. And Sack told me weeks ago.
It worked.
He said he's not a guy we're on, but we're keeping our eye on. And I think their eye is on the ball right now, Neil.
Now we are all in on all.
That's right. To see it. All in on all. Love that. I love that.
Look at this ball knower shady advice. He's up with like the current news better than I am apparently. He says, wasn't today's Bateman stuff a bunch of good things about how she recanted and said the police coerced her statements? I had not seen that she said the police coerced her statements. That's really interesting. All I saw was like a new update that he had shoved her into a wall or something.
That's That's the one I saw. So I must not have seen the new stuff then.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's good for not good in the sense that it probably makes it's good for my Bateman shares, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I mean, shit. All right. All the stuff that we hear and stuff like that, obviously there's more that's going into it. So we'll just wait and see. But hopefully I'm hoping that he didn't do any of this stuff. Just because I don't have any doesn't mean I want him.
Right.
It doesn't mean I want this, man. Oh God. But yeah, no, I didn't read that, Shady. So yeah, check that out. I'm gonna have to read up on the Rashad Bateman new stories that are coming out right now. But we have this $100 draft that we did over on DraftKings, the 3 max. Let's go through it, Neil. We've got a 2-6-8-4 build. Chase Genty, Devontae Smith, David Montgomery, Parker Washington, Joe Burrow, Jalen Warren, Blake Corum, Pat Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, Rashad White, Jacoby Lane, Marshawn Lloyd, Dalton Schultz, Kayshawn Booty, Charlie Kolar, Ted Hurst, Darnell Washington, Tyquan Thornton, and Eric All Jr. What do you think, Neil?
I think it works. I think, we got all of our quarterbacks stacked up. We have, this is definitely, we needed to go 4 tight ends, but I think these 4 tight ends are like, they could all chip in enough to like cover our tight ends week to week, like have a decent score there. I love that we got a little fall on Breece Hall. Dave Montgomery again as one of our anchors. I still feel good about. Yeah, I think this is a strong team.
Yeah, I like this team. You know what I mean? I do prefer the 3 quarterbacks, but Joe Burrow and Pat Mahomes as my quarterbacks. I'm okay with that. I can live with those 2 as my 2, and just hopefully they stay healthy and everything like that. I feel very good about our running backs. Our running backs feel, I'm not saying they're all like the greatest players, but I feel like very strong that we're going to have a lot of 3 running backs in the flex type builds, which I do think this team's going to need, is a lot of those to hit our optimal each week. But, we got an overall wide receiver 1 in Chase, and then we've got these upside swings. I think Devontae Smith, Parker Washington, some big upside there. Devontae obviously with no A.J. Brown in the mix anymore, and Parker Washington looking like could be the alpha in Jacksonville. So I like our wide receivers. It gets thin after that. Like Xavier Worthy as our wide receiver 4, Neil, doesn't make me feel very comfortable. Not going to lie.
I'm okay with it. Because okay. we have Mahomes, and I think Xavier really still does have big upside. Like last year we were taking him in the 4th round. Obviously that went terribly, but like he still has elite athleticism if he can just stay healthy. He also got hurt. Like people forget, he got hurt right before the season started last year. I think it's collarbone or something. He had like an injury that he was playing through all year. Of course, he's hurt again. So
wasn't that the friendly fire? Wasn't that the Travis Kelce friendly fire?
Oh, was it? Does he have? Oh no, the other one I'm thinking of was Rashee Rice friendly fire with Mahomes. Yeah, it might have been Travis Kelce friendly fire.
Yeah, remember they were running like it was like a crosser or something like that. Like almost like a pick type thing, and
yeah,
I think Travis. I don't know if he ran it too shallow or whatever, but I think he made a mistake, and I'm pretty sure he said it, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It was kind of friendly fire, but yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter. It was just
he's clearly not clearly, but he seemed like he might be injury prone, so that's not ideal. But if he can stay healthy, I think he could pay off in a big way.
Hey, I always root for the little guys, man. Come on, Xavier, do it for us.
Let's get it.
And then listen, we if all else fails at wide receiver 4, we have Ted Hurst.
Exactly. We got a top 3 wide receiver.
That's right.
Late in the draft.
That's right. We got top 3 receiver late in the draft. We got a little booty too. Who doesn't love a little booty at the end?
Everybody loves a little booty.
Got to get a little booty at the end of there. And then one of my favorite little 20th round clicks right now, because tight ends are they're flying up the board. I can't even get Charlie Kolar in, like the 18th. I got to take him in the 17th now. It's just crazy. Eric All Jr. though, 20th round on a good team. He looks like the tight end that could play in all different sets and formations too, Neil. So like he looks like one of the few tight ends that like no matter what down and distance, they can line him up all over the field. Like Mike Gesicki, we know what he is. You know what I mean? We know he's going to be a situational guy. Eric All doesn't seem like that to me. He seems like someone who could play regardless of the formation, down and distance, all that type of stuff, which I think is very valuable for the bank, like to find that person in the Bengals. And maybe we're wrong and he's just another tight end in that rotation, but it's a 20th round pick. So, you know what I mean? It's not like we need a ton from Eric All, but if we're right, it could be a really good, massive pick if we're right and we do get like a legit Bengals wide receiver 1 from Eric All. But
yeah, and I think he's going to be at least best case scenario is going to be a later season riser too, where it's like he's not going to be able to do everything tight end at the start of the year, but like if he's good enough, which he might be, I think he could earn a bigger role where he is kind of doing everything by the end and be kind of a fun hit for the team.
Interesting. Little booty greater than big booty.
Hot take.
I feel like that's a pretty hot take right there. I'm just going to say, I feel like that's a very hot take right there. Neil, what do we think here? We think we won this?
I think we won it. Is it top 2 advance in this tournament? I forget. Or at the very least top 2. But I think we got it. We got it locked up.
I think it's top 2. I do like Jabinick's team here with the Gibbs, Nico, Drake, London start.
That's fun.
That's a fun little start right
London
there.
at 25 is kind of nuts.
Look at this though. He went 0. He took Gibbs, and then Kenny Gainwell in the 9th is RB2, Keaton Missile at 3, and then Tank, Brian Robinson, Justice Hill, Samaje Perine. He went heavy on the running backs at the end.
Yeah, taking on some risk there.
What'd you think about that? Like he took, so what's that? 6, 7, 8, 9 running backs. What do you think about that?
I guess because he has Gibbs, I don't totally hate it. Like I'm not super in on all of his later running backs, like Chris Brooks. I'm not really in on. I do like the throwing Samaje Perine and Justice Hill in there, like guys that are going to have some role early on. Gainwell is not something I'm super into, but I'm fine with it. It's got Tank Bigsby as somebody who could hit in a big way later. So yeah, I think it's good enough. Even if I don't love like Chris Brooks, whatever.
He's week 11. He's gonna be missing a wide receiver score.
That's not ideal.
Or no, maybe he's going to be missing. He's got Drake London, Devontae, Jaden Reed, and Denzel Boston. So I don't love that.
Good eye by Greg.
Yeah, it was a really good eye by Greg. Honestly, too, I feel like 9 is a bit much, regardless of when you take your RB2, because when you have Gibbs, you just slot him in as RB1 every week. Like he's just hitting your lineups.
Yeah.
If he's not hitting your lineups multiple weeks, this team's probably not doing it anyways, and it's probably going to be a 2 RB squad most weeks. So it's like you're filling up this position, but I feel like you don't need that many bodies to do it, and you could have used another 1 or 2 picks to help yourself in week 11. You know what I mean? With like just a couple of bodies at receiver. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. That'd be my only thing with this team. I'm fine with like the 2 quarterbacks with Jaden and Stafford if you want to go thin that way. But like you also took later tight ends, Kelsey, Henry, for I don't know. I just feel like you didn't have to go that heavy on running back too. But
yeah, overall, I think at the very least, instead of Chris Brooks, just take a wide receiver that can play in week 11.
Yes, exactly here. It's a fun little draft. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Don't forget, hit the like button on the video here. Neil, what else you got going on this week, Neil?
Yeah, I'll be doing a podcast with Justin Herzig tomorrow, doing my Best Ball Whenever podcast tomorrow afternoon. I think we're doing a little earlier than usual, but I forget exactly what time, but it'll be early afternoon, mid-afternoon with Justin Herzig tomorrow. And then I'll be doing some more drafters content on Thursday, most likely. I know Jim will also be doing a show one of these evenings on the channel. But yeah, we're getting to busy season. I'm starting to stream pretty regularly on the channel. So yeah, not sure exactly what it is, but I'll be doing a lot of streaming.
Does Neil and JSU show continue after best ball season?
After best ball season, we'll have to talk. We have not talked about it. Did somebody ask, or are you asking this? Because I'm
asking this.
You like a DFS show or something? You thinking?
I don't know. Maybe it does. I mean,
it'll have to be a different format. We'd have to think about what we want to do. But
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do NBA best ball or something like that. I don't know.
NBA best ball. Yeah, I mean, I do some NBA content, and I start doing it, and I'm like,
I don't know.
Well, just because NBA starts and I'm like, I'm never ready for it. It's like we're mid NFL season. Like, I'm just like, I'm so in NFL. I'm not ready for NBA when it comes. So I never do NBA best ball because I'm like, I'm just not in that headspace. I'm fully doing NFL all the time. I do so much NFL content, and then I start doing NBA DFS content. It's like so much work because I'm like, I don't remember which teams different players are on.
Until I'm saying, though, the best ball will get you ready for the
yeah, I mean, it's true. You're not wrong about that.
It'll keep you on your toes. You know, you do it on like a Tuesday, Wednesday type thing when there's not much else going on.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll
maybe
talk.
We'll talk.
We'll try and get something rolling for the people here. But no, it's fun. We got a ton of stuff going on too. Take It Tuesday also on the Run Pure Sports channel. If you're playing in the big 3-3-3 on DraftKings, that main event over on DraftKings today for baseball. Baseball show will be at 5 p.m. Eastern on this channel. Check those guys out, Draft Cheat and Stevie Boy, will break down the entire slate. I think it's a pretty big slate too, and some good contests over on DraftKings. I would assume they have some satellites too for best ball, right, Neil?
Yeah, I think I've done some.
Yeah, so definitely some saddies out there for the people that are trying to still get some tickets into best ball. But yeah, no, fun, a lot of good stuff going through the week here. Appreciate everyone hanging out. We'll be back later on this week. Neil, you going back on tomorrow?
Back on for the podcast tomorrow afternoon, and then I'll also be on Best Ball Jeopardy on the Fanspeak Network tomorrow night. But yeah, on the Flannelverse tomorrow afternoon with Justin Herzig. Check us out.
All right. Well, me and Neil will be back at least next week for you people here to finish out the best ball season here. So hopefully we see you guys back then. For Neil, I am JSU. Good luck in your drafting over on DraftKings.com, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.